Hello and warmest greetings, adventurers. Welcome to Lost Odyssey Promised Gold. I'm so excited to have you here tonight joining us. Tonight we are benefiting Extra Life, which is a fantastic organization that raises money for children's hospitals in the US and Canada. You can support them at lostodysseyevents.com or extralife.org. Tonight, we're going to be playing a game called Dungeons and Dragons, and if you're not familiar with this game, it is a game of choice, of chance, imagination, and wit. You're going to see tonight a group of players come together and collectively, collaboratively tell a story. One that I have a loose outline for, as I will be playing the Dungeon Master tonight, but one that mostly we're going to make together. So tonight, our adventure is one of mystery and wonder. You're going to see some things that may confuse you or delight you. But please grab something warm to drink and join us and enjoy the show. Tonight, we remember. We are leagues in the future. We are eons in the past. We are words on the page. Far away, here to last. We are everywhere.
Welcome to the land of the mind.
To the theater of the unseen.
Welcome to a game of choice and chance eternal.
Where invention never ends.
Welcome, friends and enemies.
To a world of Dungeons and Dragons.
Welcome, adventurers all, to Lost Odyssey, Promised Gold. We're going to start our adventure today with Barolo, who some of you may have known previously from adventuring. But Barolo, you received an interesting reward on your previous adventure. You want to tell us a little bit about what you received?
Well, at the end of the last campaign, I was rewarded my dream home, a gorgeous old mansion on a hill. Kind of a castle, if you will.
What is your view as you look out from your front door?
There's a gorgeous view of a lake with shimmering silver blue, and across the lake there's a mountain, and it looks like it's covered with beautiful white trees, but if you look through my telescope, you see that it's actually white sheep that populate the mountain across the lake. And
how pastoral, yes.
Yes, and I'm an omnivore, so occasionally I will go hunting for sheep for lamb.
Yum.
Amazing.
But I was gifted this dream home that I'd had my eye on for many a year.
So
and,
Barolo, yes, you've been spending the last few months in this new mansion that you have, and it is sprawling. There's an east wing, a west wing, a north wing, a south wing, an up wing, a down wing. You trying to find your way through this big mansion, and it's just you and your little familiar that you keep with you as well. Do you want to tell us a little bit about who you are and who your friend is?
Well, as you know, I am Barolo. I'm a warlock, so I have magic. And I am also a bard, meaning I like to party, I like to sing, I like to tell stories through song, and I use my singing for influence, and I can occasionally put people under my spell in song, and convince them to do things my way, for good and sometimes not so good, but never evil. At my core, I'm a good guy. Perhaps a little insecure at times, but that is the way of Barolo.
Yes, aren't we all? Yes.
And so I've been here at my new house, which is my dream home, and the first few days I was really stoked. Going from room to room and thinking, oh, this is what I'm going to do here, and this is what I'm going to do there. And then I quickly realized it was a lot of work.
It is a lot of work.
It needed a lot of renovation. There's a lot of things that needed to be done.
Your vision board is just getting bigger and bigger.
And if I'm being honest, I started to get a little lonely. It's up on a hill. There's not a lot of people in the neighborhood.
Uh-huh.
I started to go a little crazy, a little stir crazy, a little... Did you ever see the movie The Shining? If you spend too much time in a large, gorgeous, doesn't matter how wonderful the house is, you start to lose your mind.
Well,
So I called
to
all my
that-
friends together.
I was gonna say, to that point, Barolo, not only are you starting to lose your mind a little, but you're not sleeping. Every night at 8 p.m., there's this one grandfather clock in the front foyer, and it's only right twice a day, and that is at 8 p.m. and 8 a.m., and it goes off chiming, and as soon as that happens, you hear the most tremendous banging from somewhere deep in your home. In sets of threes, and it goes all night from 8 p.m. to 8 a.m., barely letting you sleep. So yes, you're so frustrated, you're losing your mind, you're lonely, that you thought of your friends, you thought of some of the great adventurers that you've heard of in the area, and decided to see if you could get a little party together to come help you get some sleep finally.
Yes. It's not that I'm afraid of the strange, creepy banging. I'm not easily spooked. But over time, it started to drive me insane.
Yes.
Like a water torture, the drip drip, the bang bang, the boom boom. Is there a person in my mansion that I don't know of? Is it creaking boards? Whatever it is a mystery that I'm hoping my friends can help me solve.
In these fever dreams, these visions that you're having, is there anything that when you do get 20 minutes of sleep, what is it that you see in your mind? What is your subconscious focused on, obsessed with?
I see fairies.
Fairies.
I see fairies dancing in my dreams. And yet, beyond the festive dance of the fairies, there's a grim foreboding, a darkness, a terror beyond description, an evil that lurks in the catacombs of my dream home. That slowly but surely is becoming a nightmare.
So as you're sitting in your hallway, ruminating over this, suddenly the doorbell rings.
Ah, that must be my friends at long last.
Open the door, and who is it but your friend Bronwyn, who has come to visit?
Bronwyn!
Hey.
Bronwyn,
Hey. Hi.
my friend.
What's up?
An embrace, immediately. An embrace.
It's been so long. Sorry about my armor.
I haven't had human contact in months.
Oh.
Bronwyn, you're a sight for sore eyes. It's so good to see you.
Barolo.
Sorry, I was looking at your shoes. You have wonderful footwear.
Thank you, Barolo. You gotta have stuff on your feet. Hey, what's going on? Can I come in for a second?
Please, out of the cold. Immediately.
Thank you. Take off.
Take
my
off your shoes. Make yourself comfortable.
cape. You're not gonna steal them, are you?
Of course not. We're not the same size at all.
Always
I'm
that
a
sense of
17
humor.
quadruple wide.
Oh. Wow.
You don't want to see these granny feet.
No.
I've got the Funyuns.
Ooh. Great. Okay, well, I'm just gonna take
Come
those
by
off.
the fire. Warm those doggies.
Okay, just gonna sit here. Nice. This is good.
Yes, Bronwyn. So yes, tell us a little bit about yourself. What do you look like this evening, and a little bit about what's been on your subconscious. What's been haunting your dreams recently?
Guys, it's been so crazy for me. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm mostly a solo person. I kind of hang out in the woods a lot and just kind of observe cultures and people and creatures from a distance. I just enjoy that. But sometimes it does get a little bit lonely out there. It's like I can track, I have a little bit of magic and stuff like that, and that's fun. Once in a while I will run into a fellow ranger, and that's really cool as well. But I've been having these kind of weird, like daydreamy, kind of like crossing into reality type of vision sometimes, and I'm out in the woods, and I swear I see something moving in the shadows. And I've seen a lot of stuff, but it seems to be made out of mist or fog or something like that. And it keeps saying the words, let's see if I can get it right.
You will not survive.
And I'm like, what? You know? And so I didn't like that, and it started driving me crazy. And I was like, I gotta roll with Barol, you know? And so I just came to town. I just had this feeling, and that's why I came over. So, yeah, it's been dangerous out there. At least it feels dangerous, even though I'm a pretty tough cookie, or tough biscuit for people in England. But so I'm just really glad to finally be, you know, in the arms, well, for a second, with the hug with Barolo.
Yes.
And by
So you're a tough jammy dodger, as they say.
Thank you. Arnotts.
As you sit down with Barolo by the wonderful, warm, raging fire, again, the doorbell rings. More visitors. At the door, you see Zapunith and Meryl.
Hello! Oh, Zap! Meryl! So glad you came. Bronwyn is already here by the fire, by the raging demon face fire.
Oh,
guys.
Bronwyn's here?
Come in.
Bronwyn, what's up? How you doing? Oh, it's
Hey,
good to
what's
see you
up?
again.
Good to see
Bill,
you.
long
This place
time.
is pretty cool.
It's big. It's real big.
Hey, what's up, Zap?
Hey, Bronwyn.
Oh, can I bring my hawk in? Is that okay if he just flies around for a little bit? He hasn't been able to stretch his wings. I know he's been outside, but he's been on my shoulder the whole time.
Of course, I'm allergic to hawk wing, but let me just take a quick. I have my allergen leaf of mute.
Oh, good.
Bring in the hawk.
I brought Benadryl. If
I've
you
heard
need
it's just
that
the
too.
hawk dander, not the hawk
That's
feathers.
true. That is
so,
true.
Sure.
You know, it's really the
Alright.
dander.
His name is Daniel Day-Lewis.
That's your hawk is named Daniel Day?
Daniel Day-Lewis.
Lewis.
But spelled Louis.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
That hawk is the best actor I've ever seen.
He's really great.
Yeah, that's the
He's been
best
out of
hawk
the game
since
for a
Lady
bit.
Hawk.
He's really transformational.
And if you ever lose it, you can say, I will find you, Lady Hawk. Sorry, bad joke. Come to the fire. Come to the fire.
As you approach the fire, Meryl, tell us a little bit about what do you look like, and again, what's haunting you? What's on your mind?
So yeah, I look like garbage actually at the moment. See, the thing is, I've been out on my own for a really long time, and I've been by myself. You see, not too long ago, I went on a very exciting adventure that I was able to find the Yeti who had murdered my entire family. And so I slayed him, I took the head, and I thought it would do me well. I thought it would let me move on from the trauma of my past, but just something kept haunting me. Nothing was right, nothing felt right. I didn't have inner peace. And so I came across this wandering monk. He took me under his wing, he trained me, he helped me align my chakras. I didn't know what those were before, but they're pretty cool, it seems like. And now I can hit somebody in the right pressure point and they like bones turn to jelly, so that's pretty fun. But lately after we parted ways and I've been able to go on my own again, Daniel Day-Lewis has been acting up a little bit. He's been scared. He hasn't been answering my calls. He's been catching smaller prey for us to eat. And as I sleep at my campfire at night, I hear the rumbling. Boom, boom. Over and over and over again. And then I hear the snarl. I hear the snarl and the thunder claps, and I know exactly what it is. It's the Yeti. And he's following me. And he keeps on tracking me down. I have his head in my bag. I keep it with me all the time. But along with him and his thundering footsteps, I hear the cries of my family following me, haunting me. And so I just thought I shouldn't be alone anymore. Whether this is like something that's like really happening or whether I just have some mental health issues I need to go to therapy for, I think this is the best option for me to just chill here for a second. So if you don't mind.
Yes, as you take your seat. Barolo, yes.
Anytime you need a place to chillax, you come right here to my castle. I have a room for you, more than a room, an entire wing.
That's nice.
Mi casa is su casa. Make yourself at home.
Thanks, Barolo.
And zap. You're coming in behind Meryl. The hawk flies back past you. Daniel Day-Lewis flies around to find someplace to perch. Tell us a little about yourself and what's been haunting you.
You know, grew up without a family and kind of not in a great area, but I had street smarts to get me by, and one day I saw something strange happen, like a moment of violence, and I just sort of yelled at them to stop, and they did. In the weirdest way. And that's when I realized that words are power. And I can use them however I want, whenever I want, and if you're on my good side, I can help you. But lately it's been kind of rough because I've been having some strange dreams about, you know, my family and like who they might be. I don't really know a lot about them, but I'm on this like endless quest, it feels like, to figure out why I'm this cool, you know?
Yeah. Well, yeah, you can join Bronwyn and Barolo in front of the fire. It's roaring, it's warm, the crackle
Can you just like
of it.
scoot over, just like, Bronwyn, can you just like...
Oh,
scoot
yeah,
over
no
just a
problem.
little
Here's
bit?
my cat,
Thanks.
too. Check out my cat.
Oh my gosh,
Cute, huh?
you guys have so many animals.
Yeah.
Aw.
Mhm.
Daniel
There's a lot of
Day-Lewis's favorite
animals
snack.
Oh, dude.
Nice one. Don't even, okay?
And we hear another ding-dong at the door.
Another ding-dong.
I'll be
This
right
time-
back because I can get the door.
It's a big old heavy door as he opens it. And we see Lux and Ruby standing at the door together.
Look at Ruby!
Barolo.
Welcome.
How are
Thank you
you?
for coming. Oh, this is just so great. It's been so long, and I've longed for company, and here you are. Welcome, come in right away.
It's good to see you, man.
I've heard of your house, and you sent that letter of a drawing of your house, and it's much more beautiful in person.
Yes, it is gorgeous, and it's as beautiful as advertised, but I must admit, once I lived here for a few days, the expanse felt so cold. So it's good to finally have some people to populate this ice castle of mine. Come to the fire. Oh, by the way, everyone, there's hot cocoa in the cauldron, and there's snacky poos on the table. Please make yourself at home and have a little nibble, sip.
Hey, do you have any?
Coco.
Do you have any ash?
Oh, you know I've got ash. I've got ash for days.
Yeah, I'm a little hungry.
Yes. You're hungry for ash?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Do you even need to ask?
I'm hungry.
I
Yes,
think
Ruby.
I'm missing something. Is ash like a food in this world?
Yeah.
Well, there is a roaring fire, and
Yeah,
yes, if
it
you
is.
sweep a little bit of ash out from underneath using, one of those old bristle brushes that come with big old fireplaces, you can pull out some fresh, warm embers.
Nice.
So actually, while you're doing that, Lux, tell us a little bit about, what do you look like? Who are you? And what's been occupying your dreams, your visions?
Well, I've been living in the Underdark for quite some time, and I came out after my family was killed. I don't do really well in the sunlight, but I learned to acclimate, find my shade where I can, and learn the ways of humans and bards and barbarians, and now I'm just making my way through the world, wandering about with no focused direction, just catching adventures where I can, and following my curiosity wherever it takes me.
Namaste.
And what has that done to your mind as you're on this sort of somewhat aimless journey? Is it bringing certain dreams or visions to you?
Well, it's quite interesting because my intuition is what guides my adventures, and when Barolo called, I had a sense. I started having these weird dreams. And the dreams were calling upon these creatures that I've only seen in the Underdark. And so I was wondering, why are these dreams about the creatures of the Underdark popping up as Barolo invites me to his home? So I'm a little curious to see where this whole thing takes me. This place is kind of creepy.
It does have a lot of stonework and little angel faces that are kind of more scary than cute. Lots of, twisty wood and old oil paintings of people, Barolo. You have no idea who they are. Yes, finally, so Ruby, as you come and sit in, yes, tell us a little bit about who Ruby is and what's on her mind.
Ruby.
I've been living with a group of gnomes the past year, and I fell in love with one of them. But then he promised me everything and then he left. So then I got hurt. And I ran to the woods and I became a wolf. I kept using my wolf powers so I could feel stronger. And now this is perfect because I needed my friends. And so I'm really glad to be here and I want to help solve things so I could feel useful. That's my wolf. You hear?
inner wolf.
And I've been having a lot of dreams, so I don't want to be alone right now. I had a dream of a big creature with a long tail wrapping around me and pulling me into the woods. I don't know what it is, but I want you to help me find this. What do I need to do to make this nightmare stop?
Well,
I'm
luckily you are
stressed.
now among friends. Yes, Barolo.
Barolo,
I wish
thank
I could
you.
advise. I have nightmares of my own. I have no answers on how to be released from the terror of the night terrors. But I will say this. It's so good to have you all here. An adventure again. I've called you here to help me. I don't know if it's a really exciting adventure, but as friends, I thought maybe you could help me. I'm in a bit of a pickle. My castle, you see, needs a lot of renovation. Fresh coat of paint here, a fresh coat of lacquer there, a little bit of stonework. It's falling apart in the corner there, if you see. I wondered if you could help me out with a couple little minor renovations, and also, it's got a bit of a bump in the night problem. I think it may be possessed.
You called us to renovate your haunted house?
I'm sorry. I would help you with renovation if you had a new castle.
I know. I'll do it.
Thank you.
The grandfather clock in the hallway now chimes 8 times. It is 8 p.m. And suddenly, from the depths of the castle, 3 bangs.
What's that?
So you heard that?
I heard. Sorry.
I heard it.
God!
I
I
heard
didn't
it.
know if it was just in my mind or if it was real. Now I know you heard it too.
Oh yeah.
That happens every night. I
Every
hear the bang,
night?
bang, bang. Yes, it drives me insane.
Drive me crazy too.
Where's your
It
basement
continues.
door?
I never go down there. Well, I have gone down there, but I don't like to. Bad energy. Right over there to the left, and then.
Do you guys want to go check it out?
Yeah, I totally want to. I'm tired
Okay.
of, I don't want mystery to build up. Let's just
Yeah,
get it over
I
with.
hear you.
Because it's
Barolo,
so
how
dumb.
could you live here and not go in the basement, man? I mean,
No.
There
I've
could be
gone down
anything
there.
that-
Oh,
I
have
just
you
got-
gone?
I went down to sneak a little peek. I don't like to spend too much time down there, but yeah. How? And look, I'm not scared of it. I just.
Sure, Burrells. Sure.
Well, I can lead
I
the way.
wonder
It's
which-
like I can see in the dark if it's a little dark down there.
yeah,
Who's
me
the
too.
smartest person here?
That's probably me. But maybe not.
And the most modest, I suppose.
Okay, so I'm not. Listen, guys, we have the same scale for measuring intelligence inside of this world, and mine's just a 12. So.
Oh, okay. Well, come on, Bronwyn. Let's go and see what's down there. Well, let's
Am I smart
check
enough?
it out.
Am I smart
Before-
enough to go, though?
Oh, you're
I'll
smart.
go with
Ooh,
you.
thanks.
I-
You are
I'll-
Okay.
I can
Let
sense
me light a
things.
torch in the demon face fire.
Okay, so that's to like go in the dark. That's pretty nice. Are we all going now? Is that what
I
everyone's
think
doing?
we're going.
Okay.
All right. Well, we'll say,
do it.
Zap and Bronwyn, it sounds like you're leading the charge. So as you
Sure.
approach the door that Barolo pointed out, it's a sturdy door, and it has all these carvings of faces in it. And as you go and you open the door, it's really old, really, as it slides open.
Ooh.
As you look down a set of rickety old wooden stairs into just blackness. There's cobwebs on the side, a little old brazier hook on the wall that you could place a torch. Now,
My
those of
favorite
you
TV
with
show.
dark vision, yes,
Yeah, I got
those
dark
of you
vision.
with dark vision who kind of peek your head over to look, you can see that it sends down into just a concrete stone floor. Pretty
I don't like it.
featureless. This one room that is about all you can see from this position seems pretty dirty, dusty, sooty. Probably there's a boiler down there or something. Yeah, not a terribly pleasant. And it has that basement smell that's a little like mold and a little like battery acid.
Mm.
Dang.
Yeah.
I think there might be asbestos. Are you worried about asbestos?
Are you worried about your asbestos?
It smells,
I'm completely impervious to asbestos.
What does asbestos?
poisoning.
What does asbestos smell like?
Doesn't smell like
mesothelioma, I think.
anything.
Oh,
Yes.
that's what it smells
I think
like.
it smells like fiberglass or something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does.
The
it
weird
does.
thing is, it smells really good.
I used to work in a carriage shop where we'd modify carriages, and we used that a lot to kind of like
Oh.
reshape contours. So.
Yeah.
Wait, who says that they can see? Who says they can see in the dark?
Yeah.
I can see in the dark.
All
Okay.
right. What do you guys see?
Yeah. you see.
well,
Do you
it's
want to go down the
messy.
stairs?
Yeah,
I
let's
can-
go down the
well-
stairs.
Let's just go,
Yes.
guys.
Yeah, dude.
All right.
Let's
Absolutely.
just do it. I don't care.
I'm super comfortable in the dark, so like you guys.
Yeah, I'm good with the dark. Well, us,
And I'm a
us
half
three,
elf.
I think. Half elves,
So.
exactly. We can see. So us three, are we gonna just venture on in front just so we
the
can
dark, yeah.
just
Yeah.
clear
Let's
out the
join
dark?
them.
Okay, great.
Well, I'm going down too. I mean, it's my pad.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Technically, I own it.
Sure.
But I mean, are you guys picking up the vibe I was talking about? It's mega creepy down here.
For sure. For sure.
And with that, the first couple of steps down that staircase, bang, bang, bang. And at that,
Ah.
when you feel the whole staircase shakes a little bit, as if the whole building is being rocked by this sound. As you get down to the bottom, you
My
can see
foot!
that this is actually, yeah,
What happened?
Something touched my foot.
What?
What is it, Ruby?
I don't know.
Oh, that
It
can't.
Was it Daniel Day-Lewis?
Maybe it was.
He's a
Daniel
prankster.
Day-Lewis.
He's a prankster.
Do you
Daniel.
even have any room to fly in here? It's so
Yeah,
crazy.
that's,
No.
I think you'd hear some flapping.
He
Yeah,
kind
is
of just
it
like
your cat,
waddles
Bronwyn?
sometimes, though.
It is my cat.
Okay.
As you
Okay.
make it down into this lower level, this small sort of basement room, you do see that there's a hallway leading way down the distance. Even with dark vision, as you peer down it, it is a long hallway with some different little alcoves on the side, but clearly has not been cleaned or attended to in many years. Cobwebs all across the ceiling coming down. You see lots of little spiders just skittering around trying to get away from your torchlight, Burl. As you sort of step in front of that door and look straight down into the darkness, at the far end, you see a yellow glow begin to emanate in the distance, almost in the shape of an archway of a door.
Mm.
Can anybody figure out if there's magic coming from there?
Oh, that would be good to detect magic.
Wow, perception, right?
What's that? I have a good perception roll.
You
I
could
can roll
do-
perception.
You could do Arcana, which would give you a sort of an idea of this is the way this type of magic might work, but a detect magic would be the only way to sort of officially know that it's magic.
What do you
Let's
roll? Who's got the highest kind of perception capabilities? I might
I
have
So it
have
would be
a-
Arcana. Whoever has the highest Arcana could do an Arcana
Oh,
check,
detect
and then if
magic.
anyone has detect magic, could do that. You could take 10 minutes and do it as a ritual, or you could use a spell slot.
I'm gonna.
Are we close enough to it? We should get.
You are about 60 feet away from that door, so you would have to walk closer to do any
We're
of this.
60 feet.
I'm
we have 8 foot
especially
hallway.
good at arcana, magical lore. I'm not sure what level I am, but I am an arcana master.
We have 60 feet between us. Oh God! So anything could come out of the sides of this hallway.
Yes.
Wait, is it a hallway or is it?
You see the
it's a
It's a
picture?
straight hallway. As far as you can tell, there are alcoves on the side. You don't know if they lead, but there's
What is in these alcoves? you
Yeah,
guys?
yeah. Hey,
Um,
can I send a hand to go check it out in front of me?
I think your hand can go 30 feet, so you
Yeah.
can send it halfway down the hallway.
Oh,
Can I send it down halfway down the hallway and just do a big giant wave around to the edges to just kind of see
Sure.
if they
Nice.
feel anything?
just a nice dusting.
Sure you can.
Yes.
It's gonna
Little
swat
white
the
glove.
cobwebs
Yeah, a little
out
white glove.
for you. Okay.
Yeah. Can I do that?
So what does your spectral hand look like? How does it function for you?
My spectral hand is invisible. It's a cloak and dagger.
It's
hand.
invisible. Yours is invisible. Amazing.
Yeah,
Ooh.
because
So
because
you
it's
guys
there
can't
to,
even-
to help me out when I need an extra hand.
We need a-
That's right. So as you guys look down this hallway and you see Lux concentrating, very carefully, suddenly cobwebs seem to be sort of swept away as if by nothing. Spiders skitter out of the way. Your mage hand continues to kind of sweep the area, coming closer and closer. It disappears into the alcoves. Now you can't, you still can't see. It doesn't give you sight, but it's attempting to kind of feel its way around, and it doesn't seem to interact with anything that you can tell.
So I think
Good.
we're safe for the next 30 feet, guys.
Oh my gosh, 30 feet and counting. Let's do it.
Let's go in. What
I'm
are we
going.
waiting for?
So freaky, you guys. I've been down here, but I've never seen this magical
Yes.
light at the end of the hallway.
You've never
This is
seen
new
this.
for Barolo.
The nooks and crannies, the alcoves, all of this is new to me.
That's great.
In fact, I'll offer Barolo, you have stuck your head down here, even if it was just briefly, and you're pretty sure there wasn't even, that it was just this room. You're pretty sure there wasn't even a hallway.
Oh my
The
god.
last time you
Guys,
checked.
don't freak out.
Okay.
But the last time I came down here, it was just one small room. I was thinking of turning it into a game room, but it was creepy, so I said bail. But now we're down here. It's huge and cavernous, long hallway,
Oh.
bright, strange, mystical light and alcoves. This is all new.
This wasn't here?
No!
Oh,
Insane.
guys, this could be a portal. Does anybody have a perception kind of capabilities? To
I
I'm
haven't
looking
checked out.
right now.
I can
Ar-
perceive
Arcana.
like a mofo.
Arcana's good. Perception's going to be like perceiving danger, if things are out of place, that
Yeah.
kind of
Magic.
thing.
What about
We
magic
need to
perception?
detect magic.
That would be
We need
Arcana.
Yeah.
would be
I've
an
got
Arcana
tons
check?
of Arcana, you guys.
I have
Rollo
+5.
has tons of Arcana.
Oh, dude,
So
you're
does Zap.
powerful. Janina, you should do it.
Yeah, Zap, you want to do an Arcana check?
Does nobody else has a more than +5?
Nah,
I'm
I've
looking for my
got a
Arcana
plus
numbers.
3.
Yeah, I can
Where
check with
are
you,
my
Barolo.
Arcana numbers?
Where are
So
my
it
Arcana?
should.
They're
I
It's
have a
in your
plus
skill
3.
list
This
towards the
paper.
top, third from the top.
Skills list.
Barolo has
So
a plus
here.
6 to his Arcana.
I have a +6.
You have a plus 6.
Oh, I have +1.
Yeah, I got a plus 3.
Wow,
about
Bronwyn
to use
is super
all
into
6 of my
Arcana, you
Arcana.
guys.
okay. Do it.
Okay,
Roll.
Barolo, you're trembling a little
Rollo,
bit. Your
roll.
heart is pounding as you step forward, and you're starting to walk down this corridor a little bit, but you can feel your heart pounding in your chest. Roll a d20 and add a 6, please.
Add a 60.
Whoa.
Add a 60.
please.
Add a 6, please.
A 6, please.
Come on, baby.
May the gods
Here we
be
go.
with you,
Roll
Barolo.
First roll.
Yeah.
A 14. I'm not even lying.
A dirty 20.
14.
Dirty
Love it.
20.
Dirty
A dirty 20.
A
I like
dirty
it. I like
20.
it, babe.
I love it.
So as you take a step forward and you can feel in all of your body that yes, something This is magic. This is scary. This is, there's a dread that sort of seeps down over your spine. You're not sure, you probably couldn't identify it, but this hall absolutely wasn't there before, and now it is physical.
Okay.
That sucks.
Wow. Well,
You pull some cobweb and a spider out of your beard, sort of toss it to the side.
Well, this is me personally. I don't think we're gonna get much done unless we all just go in.
yeah, I kind of agree. I think we should just go for it. We're good for 30 feet anyways.
Can I get Daniel Day-Lewis back? I gotta call him real quick if you don't mind. Daniel!
You should send Daniel up ahead.
That's a good
Bring
call.
Daniel.
He can just do a little swoop for us.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
fast.
Danny boy.
Send Daniel in
great
for a
idea.
swoop-de-doop.
Oh, here he is. Hey, buddy. How you doing? Want a worm? I gave him a little worm. And
Oh,
mind if
worm.
I ask if I can, I'm gonna have him do a little swoop up there for us and circle back.
Okay.
I can communicate to him as
You
I am
sure
a
about that?
Beastmaster.
You willing
I
to
am.
lose him?
Trust me, we've been through quite a lot. I
Come
think
on.
Daniel Day-Lewis
Bird
will be
gets
just
the
fine.
worm.
All right, I think I'm gonna send him forward, Daniel. If
Okay.
you don't mind, I'm just gonna. There he goes. Swoop. He's in there
So
now. Let's just
Swoop.
give him a
Daniel
second.
Day-Lewis takes off. And it's one of that like amazing thing hawks do where they just like flap twice and they glide for the
Ooh.
majority of the
Majestic.
turn, right? Really
Yes.
majestic. And as he gets to the back, you even see him sort of silhouetted against the golden glow of this door as he comes back. And he lands back on your shoulder, Meryl. And other than being covered in some spiders and cobwebs, which he, picks at and eats.
He loves spiders.
He seems not the worse for wear.
Nice. Nice.
I guess that means it's safe for hawks.
It's safe for Hawk.
That's right.
But I mean,
That's right.
if it was particularly dangerous, like at least at the moment, he would tell me, and he would be like, "Let's get the fuck out of here," honestly.
Yeah, would you like to do an animal handling check to see
Yeah.
if you can sense anything off? Give me a
I
D20
would
and
love
add your
to.
animal
What's
handling
my
bonus.
animal handling check real quick? I have +7 on that, so
Oh, yeah, you're good at it.
That's awesome.
yeah. All
Okay,
right,
good
let me roll
luck.
real quick. Let me roll. I rolled a 9.
9 plus 16.
16.
So yeah, you start to sort of stroke Daniel Day-Lewis's head and sort of see if he's quivering or anything like that. And he seems pretty calm to you. He's curious. You sense an inquisitiveness, a curiousness about him, but not fear.
Well, if he's curious, I'm curious.
I hate to say it, you guys, but one of my powers is I can talk to animals.
Me too.
Maybe I should talk to Daniel Day.
Do it. I would love to. He doesn't get to talk to many people, so if you can have a good conversation with him, that'd be
Do
great.
I need
All
to
right.
roll before I speak, or can I
You
just
don't.
talk to Daniel Day?
Well, I will double check it here, but I believe it's because it's a spell and it's a cantrip, you just get to do it.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
Double
fine.
check it real quick. Yeah, you can just do it, and for you, it's an at will.
Yo, Daniel Day-Lewis. When you swooped into that alcove in those catacombs, what did you see?
Everyone else's ears, you hear echoes off the walls.
Yeah, that's way better.
But Barolo, you hear somewhere in those multiple tones, he says, water, earth, fire.
Oh.
Ooh.
Elemental.
Yeah.
Daniel Day-Lewis just said a bunch of things. Don't know what
Yes.
it means, but
Yes,
earth,
but what
water,
things?
fire, wind, air,
Alchemy.
Well, those are elements,
elements.
right?
Elements.
Yeah.
And I don't think we're out of them. You know what I mean? We're
I think what Hawk is trying to say is that
Yeah.
there are elements over there.
oh,
Well, we can see
Well.
the
Aren't there
fire a little
elements
bit.
everywhere?
we can see the fire.
Do you know what I just thought of, you guys?
What?
I have a
What?
friendly. Yes. Meryl's not the only one with a friendly. I don't
Oh,
have a
friendly.
hawk, but I have a blue demon.
Familiar?
My familiar.
I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with that term.
maybe I should send my familiar down there to check to see if he sees anything other than water and fire.
It's a blue demon? You have a blue demon familiar?
I do have a blue demon familiar.
Barolo, if you had
Whoa.
a blue demon familiar, why didn't you mention this before? We could have sent them ahead
Yeah.
a long time ago.
Jeez.
You know,
What's going on?
I was just so happy to see everyone. I forgot about my kick-ass blue demon.
Well, you put my bird in danger.
Here's the cool thing: my blue demon's not scared of evil because he is so evil.
Well, Daniel Day-Lewis is afraid of evil.
Well, then he better not hang out with my blue demon.
Send him on. Let's do this.
Yes.
Yeah,
Push him
let's
in
do
in
it.
the yellow.
Blue, I summon ye. Now go.
Crack! There he is.
Blue, do me a solid, please. Go down to the end of that hallway and make a left at the little alcove there. Sneak a peek around. Make sure it's safe for me and my team.
Can I whisper something to his blue demon before he goes in there?
You can call him Blue.
Okay. I would just like to say like a really quick motivational speech, like, "Hey Blue, it's really nice to meet you. You're a little bit more of like a turquoise than a blue, but it's okay. You don't have to go by like, you know, be really exact. Anyway, I really like, I don't know if those are scales, but like the texture of your skin looks really beautiful. I really think that you can do this. I can't wait to hear what happens and what you see when you come back. Okay, go for it. Bye."
Right. So,
Ooh, is
blue
that
demon
I get you everywhere. I am the demon. Now I shall go.
He's bardically inspired, so he has an extra D8 to roll if he needs to check anything. Now I
D8
believe
it.
Wait a second. Am I rolling my 8-sided die?
you will
D8.
eventually once you do
Eventually.
something. But for now, just hold it to the side. You have it to add to a roll if you would like to up your.
That's what I gave him a little extra.
Yes.
I'm so
You
glad
gave
you
him
did
an
that,
oath.
honey.
Well, I mean, it's
Um,
just like I'm like learning, you know, as I go.
Of
and
course. You're generous.
So,
You're
in this
natural.
moment, the blue demon kind of starts to go down the hallway ahead of you. He's all inspired and ready to go, and the rest of you sort of peer from the edges. Now, I believe, Barolo, if you would like to, you can lose your own eyesight and see through the eyes of your familiar. Is that something you'd like to do?
Ooh.
Telepresence.
Gangsta.
1,000% I would do that.
So as you all look at Barolo, his eyes go white. No pupils, no irises, no nothing. Just stark, milky white.
Creepy.
That's so
And now,
gross.
Barolo, you see you're lower to the ground. You can see everyone's feet, and you start to scutter, what is the word I want, down this hallway. And as you look left and right into these alcoves, you see funny little statues in each of them. But they're stationary, they're not moving. You continue by, again, clearing cobwebs out of the way. There's centipedes crawling on the ground, cockroaches, more spiders. But as you come further down, each of these alcoves has a little statue, and it just looks like different people. In fact, you even recognize them as some of the faces in the paintings, the oil paintings that you've seen around your home. As you get down to this golden arch, it is solid gold. And as your blue demon looks up and you follow, watching with his eyes, you can see that on the door there are 4 circles. In them you see symbols for water on top, earth on the right, fire on the bottom, and air on the left. And there are lines connecting with empty circles in between them in a diamond shape. And as you look to your left, you can see a small side table. Now, does your demon climb walls or fly?
He levitates.
He levitates, even better. So slowly, your eyesight begins to rise as your demon begins to levitate to be even with the table. On the table, there's a small inkwell and a feather quill. Beautiful peacock feathers. And on a little tag on that quill, it says, "Use me."
Says what?
Use it? Use me?
Use me.
Use
Oh,
me.
Alice would love this.
Dude.
Alice.
Yeah, it sounds like a
What-
great-looking cat toy.
You guys, my demon is down at the end of that hallway and he sees a bunch of little statuettes with familiar faces from the oil paintings and also all the elements represented in symbology, as well as empty slots for other, seemingly other unknown elements, and a little quill feather pen, and it says, "Use me."
Okay.
I'm assuming demon should write something, should use the quill pen and write
No,
something.
don't have the demon do
wait.
anything. This seems a little
demon's
too
gonna mess
magical,
it up.
man. Like, don't,
Yeah.
no, the demon's gonna, no. You, if you're gonna write something, you do it. No demon.
Okay.
Well, what's stopping us from going in?
I'm
What's
just telling
stopping us
you.
from going in?
I don't think there's any reason we shouldn't. I think we should go in. The demon looked. I saw through the demon's eyes. The coast seems to be
Let's do
basically
it.
clear. Let's go.
Let's just go.
All
We're
right.
going.
Let's be bold. So I'm just like really quickly like, what did the demon say that he saw? It said water. I'm just like,
So
All four elements.
I'll try to describe. Yes, all four elements. So in a circle at the top, in kind of a diamond shape, there's larger circles. This one is water. This one is earth. This one is fire. This one is air. And then there's lines connecting them together in a diamond shape with smaller circles on those connecting lines.
Connected, it makes the fifth element, which is the self, the spirit, the soul.
The
It's alchemy.
chakras.
It's
So
alchemy.
Barolo-
No, the
A
chakras
lot of
they've
people
not
don't
yet.
know the original name of the band was Earth, Wind, and Fire and Water, but then they shortened it because it didn't sound good as a band name.
And Barolo was that missing member of the band.
That's right.
Yeah,
That was
Barola, you
Yes.
were water.
Bro, have you ever stopped to ask yourself who lived here before you moved in?
so is it like this? Can you ask the blue demon if
Yeah.
it looks like this?
Water,
Virgin
earth,
white.
fire, air. So fire's on the bottom and air is on the side. So just switch fire and air.
The
But yes,
real
as so
estate
Barolo-
agent, to answer
Go
your
ahead.
question, Lux, the real estate agent did not say who the previous owners. It was very mysterious.
Barolo, you
You're
start to
crazy,
move
man.
down the hallway, and you haven't, switched your sight yet. So actually, your demon will look back to see you sort of stumbling forward.
I think there's a sorcerer behind all this that lived here before. I'm sensing someone used to make a lot of spells here and cast them on people that lived in this old town. There was once a town here, and all of the people had to be banished.
Give me a history check, Ruby.
Well,
So you'll roll a d20
okay.
and use your history bonus.
Or just wing it.
Or just
This I got a 9 with a dot.
a 9 with a dot. That's a 9. And then you have a +1, so that's a 10.
Okay.
So yes, as you're trying to remember this town that used to be around here, now it's all farmland. But as you're, following everyone down the cobweb-infested hallway and looking at the little statuettes of these people along the way, and you're trying to remember, there is some story, and the details are not coming to you about this house and something terrible that happened here. So you also are getting this foreboding, this dread, as you begin to walk down the hall, and something's pricking at the back of your mind. You wish you could remember what that was. But you all make it to the end of the hallway. So standing in front of this golden door with these symbols on it, and this quill and ink that says "Use me," and then these empty circles between the elements. What would you like to do?
I wonder if it's like the elements, but also the senses. But there's 5 senses and 4 elements, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are
technically
4
6,
empty
but-
circles.
Now,
4 empty circles. Got it. Okay, yeah. So
4
I was
empty
just-
circles in between each of them.
I was just wondering, do you think if I could do a bit of a perception check on this quill, or would that require arcane, or would that be more
Yeah.
perception?
Perception.
You could do perception on the quill.
I'd love to do a
Unless
perception
you
quill, because
prefer-
honestly,
Yeah, go ahead.
something's just feeling a little bit off to me. I think we should probably just figure it out before we're rash about anything. Picking up quills to say "use me" sounds kind of like a trap, so I'm just gonna just figure some shit out. quick.
While he's doing that,
Yes,
I'm just
please.
gonna pick up the quill and start writing stuff.
No.
Hey, can you write a big pot of gold? Like a big one?
Guys, what I'm trying to figure out right now is if
Yeah.
there's a word, if we fill in those things, like what word would make it a full word? Does that make sense?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Fill in
right.
those things. What do you mean? Like instead of earth, wind, fire, air.
So I'm basically like,
Let's
do
see.
it on another
Let
thing.
me see it. Let me see what you've written on the parchment,
Okay.
please.
Here, I
So
can help
yes,
as well.
you got it. I'm gonna do a better job.
So this is what you see.
Oh,
Oh.
where are?
Warfare.
So water,
I was gonna
air.
say, it almost looks like the coordinates on a map, north, south, east, and west.
Yes.
We are here for eternity.
Yeah, dude, I suck at coding.
The door opens. Now
Let me try that little perception roll to see if this
Yeah,
quill
do
can
it.
help us out. I'm gonna roll
Fine.
for perception. I
It
have a
could
plus.
be F.
I have.
F.
I
have
think
a
you should
plus
just
7
write on the quill,
percep-
stop knocking on the door at 8 o'clock at night.
Yes, and as this is
Yeah.
going on, bang, bang, bang,
Dude,
directly
really?
from the other
Direct-
side of that door.
Ooh.
Oh, something's trying to get
From
out.
the door. It's
Other
from the
side
door.
of this golden door, you hear
I'm
bangs
rolling.
louder
I'm
than ever.
rolling.
Would you roll with your perception?
Well, I rolled a 14 with my perception. I have a plus 7 with perception.
Plus 7. So we're up
Ooh,
to
that's gangster.
21 on that.
21.
All right. As you look at the door and you look at the quill, you're not sensing anything dangerous about the quill. You're almost positive that this is a passage. That if you could write or draw the right things in these empty circles, if you could fill in the empty circles, that you could pass through it. You can do an investigation check for more of a hint, but that's your kind of intuition about
Well,
what this
my
is.
investigation is minus
Yep.
1.
Let's give it a shot.
So, are you sure?
If you want to. Why
I
not?
do. I kind of want to. I'm a little
My
bit of a dummy,
investigation is
but
plus 3, and does anybody else have a better investigation?
Let me see.
Let me see.
You're
as
not
well.
alone,
because
Meryl.
I'm very
Yeah,
wise.
I got a plus
I'm
9,
very,
dude.
I'm
Yeah,
very
do
wise,
it.
but I'm not the smartest.
Luck
So
just
go
pushes
for it.
you guys out of the way.
I got a
Steps
plus
forward.
9. Can I roll for this investigation?
Roll a
Roll.
d20 and add a
Help
9.
me out here.
Ooh, I've got a plus 1.
Actually, if you want to help Meryl, you can give her advantage.
14.
You want
I
to
can
roll
give
it
her what?
again, see if you get higher.
I
See
got
if
a
I get
14.
So
higher.
Meryl is going to help you. You guys are going to put your heads together and look at
Okay.
it together and talk.
Roger
So
that.
roll
I like
again and see if you get higher.
Yes, so Lux,
Lux.
Lux,
Oh,
I'm not
okay.
really feeling anything. Like, it's not giving me like the heebie-jeebies or nothing like that, but it's interesting me for some
15.
reason. 11.
15, so slightly
I
better.
got a 14
plus
and
9.
a 15, dude. That's weird.
So a 24 on your investigation will give you a pretty darn good hint. So as you're looking at this and you're thinking, you had that thought about alchemy, about elements. This feels like it's trying to tell you to combine them. That yes, that if we combine the elements as they are drawn, what are we left with? And does that then together, yes, equal a fifth?
Can I see the diagram again?
Well, it's air, water. So if we start with air to water, what goes between air and water? I say bubbles. Anyone? ABW?
So I'll remind you, we're doing.
Oh yes, please show me that.
We're doing the letters to make E's. These are symbols. So these are like
Oh, these
little
are
waves.
symbols.
These are like
So
little
what
waves.
messed
This is
up?
like a little mountain. This is a flame.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Okay.
It's-
Okay. So they're not
letters are a little misleading.
They're
this is for
okay.
clarity's
Okay.
sake.
So they're not letters. All right.
They're
this
not
is
letters.
not-
They're symbols.
They're not letters.
They're
They're
part
symbols.
of the, aren't they involved in the platonic solids? Like each one kind of is
You love
each
saying
shape.
that.
No, but it's true. It's each
I
shape
know.
is an element, with the exception
you're
of
right.
ether. Yeah.
I was just pointing out that you do like saying that, but it's also true.
Well, water and earth. Between water and earth, it would be like mud, right?
Mud.
It
Yes.
would be like mud. How do you
It
Do you
draw
would
want
be.
to? Do you want to draw some mud? Who wants to draw
Yeah.
some mud?
Who's the best artist here?
I'm gonna draw a cradle of filth.
A cradle of filth.
would like to draw some mud? How would they like to draw mud?
Are we drawing mud, really?
I nominate Ruby. The best
Ruby's
artist
the
of
best.
bunch.
Ruby
Draw
is
some
the best.
mud.
I'll even
I'll draw
offer
some
Ruby. You've also been in the woods and in the forest, and you maybe still have some mud on the bottom of your shoes.
I do.
Ow! Revelation, y'all. Revelation.
I do.
That's even better than drawing mud. Just put a dollop of mud on that spot
That look
betwixt
like mud?
the water and the earth.
Doesn't look like mud.
Pretty
Yes.
great.
Oh my
I
God,
actually-
you guys, this is going to do it.
I have a question.
Omicron, guys.
Oh, no, you didn't.
Oh, yes, I think.
Do you mind if I see the
Yep,
symbols
again, you
again
got it.
real quick?
I will hold it
I'd
as
like
much as I
to,
can.
If you don't mind, I can't quite. I'm
Yep.
gonna.
I think
maximize.
my
So
my
water's
guess
at the
is-
top.
My guesser is
Yes.
mist, smoke, lava, and mud.
I think
Ooh,
we
I
gotta
like
put a
it.
little dollop of each in there.
Do
though.
do
so.
fire and earth?
Zap, I like you even more.
Do fire and earth combine?
Bronwyn, did you put your booties
Zap is
back on? Or they
suggesting
still up by the
lava.
fire?
No, I put him back on. Thank you, though.
Do you mind if I take a little dollop of your mud on your caked boots?
Sure, yeah, absolutely.
Thank you.
Here you go.
All right.
Scrappity, scrappity.
Thank you.
So as Barolo places the mud on the wall between water and earth, that circle glows and it lights up the two circles on either side.
I have a suggestion. I
Yes.
think me and Daniel Day-Lewis can go back
Ooh.
to the fireplace.
Clay.
We can get some embers to mix fire and earth if they do combine.
I
them.
think
That's
it's
a great
clay.
idea. Go get it. Go
Be
get it right
careful.
now.
It's clay.
Make
You can
sure
have
to-
your. Do you want to get Daniel Day to go do it? Just like have
I
him
think
grab
Daniel
an ember.
Day can just go grab
Daniel
some
Day's
embers.
gonna burn his talents.
Yeah, dude.
Someone's gotta go
That's
up
a
and grab it
demon
with the
job.
tongs.
Yes,
The
that's true.
demon can't burn. Why doesn't the demon do it?
Yeah, go get Deemy to do it. You can see through his eyes anyways
True,
and
true
control
that.
him.
Blue.
I'm just. I
I
gotta
saw say
say,
blue.
I'm disappointed in people's lack of faith in Daniel Day-Lewis. Just so
I
you
know. I'm like, I think he's gonna
Wait,
be fine.
Does he have fireproof talons? I didn't
Yeah, bro.
He's
You
a
didn't tell me he was a
badass.
phoenix. You said he's an owl.
Send him.
Yeah.
Send him.
And you know what? And the talons they're too thin, so it's like, what's he gonna grab?
You're right.
Look,
You know?
Daniel Day-Lewis and Blue can go together, okay?
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
I'll take it.
Blue,
Buddy
Blue,
system.
do
Never-
me a
never
solid,
split
be
the
a
party.
darling, will you? Go grab
Buddy
one of the
system.
hot embers from the fire with
Daniel Day.
the tongs.
Daniel
Does
Day
anyone
protect
have a
him.
pipe? Does anyone have a pipe
A pipe.
or anything?
Like
just like
una
something to
pipa?
smoke.
Oh no, yeah,
Una
una
pipa?
pipa. And then like you can like blow smoke into this next.
Yes.
I've got a
Thank
one
you.
hitter. Is that enough?
Thank you. I think one hitter's okay, as long as you do a really nice, clean, strong draw.
It's got to be a big, big hit.
Yeah, air and
Strong
fire.
draw,
You
one
mean
hit.
in between air and fire? You mean right?
Yeah, air and fire.
Barolo
But I think we need some
sees
clay.
You
smoke
got the sneeze down.
on the
Earth and
space
fire.
between
Some of the
fire
science.
and air. Between
Yeah.
fire and air, and it glows, beginning to
Oh
light
my
up.
gosh.
You have two
Okay.
empty spaces.
Those
Oh
demons
my
need to
God.
get those
Guys,
embers.
guys,
They
we're
need
turning
to get
things
those
on
embers.
here.
Feeling
Do we even know what we're turning on before we turn it on? You know what I mean?
You know what? I don't
Lux
care.
asked the good
I
question.
Does anyone have any water with them? Does anyone have any water?
I have a flask of water.
Okay, that's great.
All you
so
gotta
I
do
have
is
this
ask for
idea.
the flask.
Okay, and then
Yeah.
somebody else has like fire, right? Like a torch or something.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna like we can also just spit if we wanted to, but just like try this out. So
Okay.
like if you hold this fire really
Yeah.
close, and then like if somebody pours the water like drip, drip,
droplets?
drip, yeah.
Okay.
And then it just sort of like goes through the fire. Won't it just sort
Ooh.
of evaporate and then
Yeah,
the
you'll
mist
have a
would
little
then
steam
drop?
vibe.
Or maybe
let's
we
steam
could
it out.
maybe we could pour some water on the embers that the demon brings back.
Also,
Oh,
that
the embers
yeah.
are nice. The embers
That's
are really
a great
good.
idea.
Much
because
better.
if they're still hot, we'll
We can
see. But
smear the hot embers on, and then we can pour the water over it so we get some steam.
Just like splash it on there. Just
Yeah.
splash
Okay.
it.
or you
I-
could
So
like, put them together and go, and then
Oh,
send it
that's
in.
good.
I
like that
apparently
too.
have alchemist supplies.
Oh,
Would
what
that
do you
do
have?
have alchemist supplies.
Well,
Maybe you have a flagon of steam.
I know, right? Like you would imagine in an alchemist like kind of like kit, you would have all these elements, right?
You would
sure.
have, you would have many of these elements. You would probably have a lot of different metals that have been sort of melted down to their purest form. You'd likely have different, like, not obviously Bunsen burners, but different ways of producing small flames, little candles that burn extra hot. Yeah, things like that.
So how much?
Beakers.
How many of these do we have left? Just the steam and the.
Yeah, you have between
Clay.
between
we need clay.
water and air and fire and earth.
Okay, so
Those embers,
here's my
where's
new
Daniel
clean.
The embers are coming back. You've got the demon has one in tongs that he's holding in his teeth, and then the hawk had no problem picking up an ember with his nails. Daniel Day-Lewis for the win.
Daniel Day-Lewis for the win. I'm just saying.
Fireproof talons.
DDL, FTW.
DDL. Yeah, I was just gonna say that, girl.
Yeah, Bronwyn, you and me.
No, for sure. We're going for coffee.
And did the embers work?
So you're gonna smudge the embers between earth and fire?
I say yeah. Let's try it.
All right.
Yeah. Can't lose.
The demon can do it, bringing up there with his tongs, and as he sort of wipes the burning hot embers, it glows.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
So Lux,
Nice.
do you have your Bunsen burner with a flask?
Yeah, absolutely.
Bunsen
Okay,
honeydew.
Bronwyn, do you want to put your water in that flask?
I would so love to do that.
Oh my god, do it. And then if you put
Do it.
that on your Bunsen burner until it starts bubbling, until there's
Okay.
steam,
Yes.
whoever's closest, if you want to just go and like blow it
I'll do
into
it.
you do okay. Okay, Ruby, you go ahead and like you blow it and see if it makes it glow.
Okay. So your little what we're calling a Bunsen burner is like a little oil lamp that produces like a white hot flame. And in a little glass beaker cup on top of that, Bronwyn pours some of the water in there. Then Ruby steps up, holding it all very carefully right by that last open circle. And as you just start to see the steam rise up above it, you blow. As the mist hits that empty circle and you see that little bit of wet dew, it lights up. They all come together, coalescing in a small circle in the center that does a mysterious symbol of infinity before it melts open and an archway is exposed.
I love a puzzle.
Beyond that archway is a large round room. The first thing that you notice is right in the center, there is either a mirror or a pool of water that is so still it might as well be glass, in a circle in the center of the floor. Hovering 15, 20 feet above that is a blue shroud. Now it has a figure as though a body might be holding it up, but you see nothing.
So there's like maybe an invisible body holding up a blue shroud.
Oh, I love this.
Floating above this mirrored pool.
Wow. This
Any
is...
chance before we enter that we can take the quill with us?
Yeah, you still got
Okay. I'm gonna hold on to that.
it. Okay.
Throw that in your bag of holding.
It's in my bag. I got the
Thanks for
quill.
that.
You know, we never used the quill.
So
It
maybe
said
we can come in
use
handy.
me, and we never used
We never used it.
It didn't say when. It didn't say when.
didn't
Very good
say when.
thinking, Meryl.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. We should call you Merrill Lynch because you're so good with stuff.
Good with stuff.
Just in investing in the future.
Or
Gotta think,
hanging
gotta
by
use
the
the
end of this.
Oh, yes.
As you're talking, a voice from the room beyond
Ooh.
echoes loud. Hello. I've been waiting ever so long. What took you? And then bang, bang, bang.
Can we tell where it comes from?
It was her.
Definitely from this room,
It was
echoing
her.
from beyond that archway.
Beyond the Golden Arch.
Can you? Okay, I feel like it's gonna be dangerous, but it'd be really cool if DDL did a little foo-foo up there and like flew around.
I can do an athletics check, or I can do an animal handling check if you'd like.
It would be to send to send Daniel Day Lewis?
Daniel Day? I can send Daniel Day to investigate up there. I'd love to. Let me
so
do a
you
little
can start.
animal handling check.
Little animal
first.
I'm
handling.
gonna just say, I'm gonna do a little bardic inspiration before. Daniel Day Lewis.
He loves music.
Okay.
He loves music.
Daniel Day, be careful, 'cause you might die and we're gonna need you. But we believe in you. Daniel Day Lewis.
Go on, Daniel Day. Find the thing in the golden arch. You
Go
can
on,
do
Daniel
it, friend.
Day.
You are the best familiar in the world.
Except for that blue demon who we don't wanna make feel less than you.
Wait, you gotta play your axe guitar.
You're totally
Okay, well, let me roll then for Daniel Day after he is serenaded by that
He's been
wonderful
so
song.
serenaded. Roll for Daniel Day.
Daniel Day. You can do it.
Thank you, guys.
Daniel Day.
Well, here
Welcome
we
to
go.
Daniel Days. Daniel Days. Where everything...
All right, here we go. I rolled, oh God, a 3. But
A 3,
I have
well-
a +7 in animal handling, so that brings
That's
it up
a
to
10.
And
Now
also,
roll
I
a
gave it
D8.
bardic inspiration, which does something.
Roll a D8. We'll add that.
Roll a D8.
Roll a D8 because you were
Is it
bardically
this one?
inspired. Yes, it's that one. Go ahead.
3.
3. We're at 13. Also, we have our Barolo the Bard was singing. He has some special bonuses to that. When he sings, he adds a +3 to things.
Oh,
So that
man.
gets you to 16.
Is that this one?
No, he just does it. He just adds
Oh.
a +3 modifier when he helps
Oh.
people do stuff. So that's 16. Amazing.
What about Brownwind? Does Brownwind have bard powers as well?
He does not.
Oh.
He's just
Or
really.
she does not.
She's just really talented.
Thank
Brownwind?
you.
Just has her own
Jesus.
talent.
Brownwind, I expected bard powers from you.
Well, you know what? I'm a ranged attack person. So
We are
deal
gonna
with that.
need her later, probably. So.
Wait
Yeah.
a second. Wait, really quickly. This won't take but a moment. Zap, could we really quickly do a bard harmonic? And together that will definitely push this over the edge of the golden arch.
Absolutely. Do it.
Daniel
Daniel Day-Lewis shakes its head a little bit, trying to get the water out of its ears. And he flies through the archway into the room beyond. As he does, and he goes higher and higher, and he circles up around the shroud, taking everything in that he can. But as he comes back towards the door, you see him stop, looking right and left, flapping his wings.
Daniel
somewhat
Day-Lewis.
confused. And he then sits down, ellipse on the floor, just on the other side of the archway, seemingly unable to come back to it.
Daniel!
On the other side of the door, he can't come back to. Okay. So once we're in this room, we're not gonna be able to come out.
Great.
We need to make sure that Daniel is safe above all else.
Don't worry, I can cast a spell to keep him safe.
Please do.
Oh, a safety
Good.
spell.
Thank you so much.
And then meanwhile, I'm going to sing, Daniel, come back. Only a fool could see.
As you're singing again, that it was very young female voice booms through again. It says, "I've been here all alone. A new bird friend. Will you be my
shit.
friend? Come,
My bird friend.
play."
That's my bird friend.
Meryl, we can share. It's fine. Just be
Okay.
nice.
Fine.
Yeah, just remember, people can be friends with more than one person.
All right.
Or
Will you
Hey.
help
Hey
me?
guys, how about
Yeah.
I color spray and go in there?
Ooh, that sounds luxe.
Yeah.
You know, kind of throw on a little cloak and dagger and see if I can enter undetected.
Oh,
I like
that's
that
nice.
idea.
Yes.
Super
Like this
luxe.
plan.
I'm assuming we're saying this very quietly.
Yes, I'm telling you telepathically.
Okay.
Okay. So are you entering then, Lux?
Yes, I would like to, if that's all right. If
Okay.
I could
You
enter.
can. You
with
want to do a
color
stealth
spray.
check?
I'm
Yeah.
okay with it.
So color
I like
spray
it.
is going to essentially, you would put it on a target or in 15 feet in front of you. So if there's anything 15 feet in front of you, they would be dazzled by these colors and essentially sort of blinded to your entrance. But you can also do a stealth check and just see if you can sneakily come in as well.
Yeah, that's what I would like to do, a stealth check.
Okay, yeah. D20
Do I use
and
my
add your
20 for
stealth
that?
bonus. You do. D20. We'll add your stealth bonus, which is a +6, I believe.
18, bitches!
18!
Hell yeah.
24.
Freedom of
So Lux,
Yeah.
you stick your hand through the archway and kind of maneuver your body around to be right up against the wall. There's not a lot of places to hide here, but you are silent as a cat. Just no sound at all. And as you slide yourself up against the wall and look down and then up at the shroud and back towards the archway, all that exists is more stone wall. No sign of that archway any longer. It is now you, Daniel Day-Lewis, on the floor at your feet. As soon as he sees you, he hops up a little excited, flapping his wings onto your shoulder, wondering where Meryl is. As you look back up, seeing the shroud, it begins to turn as though it's facing you.
Oh, shit! Guys, I think this was a bad idea.
I've been alone for ever so long.
So much for the disguise.
Guys,
Well, you know what?
We
You know
can
what? All for one, one for all.
creepy
Let's all
over
do it. Let's
here.
all go in.
Let's all
Bronwyn,
go
gonna
in.
jump through?
And then, do we still have a little bit of that ember left? Because I'd like to make a little mark where the door is.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
smart.
Can I
Gingerbread
can I
lessons.
react to this lady by throwing a
You
shield
can.
over me and
Yes.
Daniel Day?
Yes.
Yeah.
Daniel Day can be within your shield. I'll allow that.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
So yeah, it just happens in case it's a reaction to her attacking you. So
Yes.
if she were to attack you, you're ready to do that.
Yes.
So you don't have to do it now.
Oh, okay.
But you're prepared. Yeah, you're
I'm like,
prepared. As soon as
yo.
anything comes your way, you're like,
All right.
so you're ready for it. Absolutely. And we'll allow, you can protect Daniel Day within it. But
Thank
it sounds
you.
like your friends are going to step through. So Bronwyn,
Yeah, I'd like to step in
Zach?
and immediately detect her
Meryl
thoughts.
already went in. All
I'm
right.
in from my bird.
Okay.
Yeah, I get it.
So let's start with
I-
Meryl.
Okay.
Real quick, we'll come around. So Meryl's gonna jump through that archway as soon as you're there, and you turn around and you see that solid stone wall. Daniel Day-Lewis sees you immediately, jumps off of Lux's shoulder and comes to you, and even starts to nuzzle at your neck, having missed you.
Good bird. But I'm
Zach.
mad. I'm honestly a little upset because she scared my bird. All right, she scared Daniel Day-Lewis, and it hurt my feelings. And
Do you say this out loud?
Yeah, I say this out loud. And I say
Yeah, you say it good. You say it good.
Say it so
hurt
good.
My bird's feelings. You scared my bird, and I'm a little pissed. And honestly, I think we're too scared of this, and we're thinking too much into it. And I might be a little bit rash. I mean, my intelligence is pretty low. So, is it cool if I just send an arrow up there at her?
Yeah, go for it.
All right. I'm
Wait,
gonna
make an
go for
attack
it.
roll.
Dude, an arrow? Really? Come on.
Why not? I'm a great shot, and I'm gonna go right in the hood.
What's an
You're
arrow?
just gonna try to kill her immediately?
Barolo.
Dude.
Through the
Okay,
archway
wait.
into the room, solid wall behind you. Zach, holding on to the ember, steps through the archway, turns around, marking a big X on it, just as Meryl's starting to pull up his bow. Bronwyn, Ruby, what do you want to do?
Somebody stop Meryl immediately.
Okay.
We'll give it a sec. Bronwyn and Ruby have a chance to react. What are you going to do, guys?
Okay.
Meryl, we don't know if this apparition, this thing is evil or wishes us harm. There's no reason to attack. What has it done to us? It scared your bird?
Okay, I get it was a little bit hasty.
Bro, what's an arrow gonna do to some magical creature? Like,
What if it's not a
think.
magical creature? What if it's just a person who happens to have an invisibility
Oh,
spell just
really?
floating up there?
A person
And can float?
locked
She
in
also
a
just-
basement in some portal.
Bronwyn, I would say
Exactly.
Doesn't
Bronwyn
make
very
any sense.
casually steps through and goes, and can float? And then steps to the side.
And can float?
Can float?
Okay.
Ruby, you
Cat
are
on
the
my
last one
shoulders.
left in
Oh,
the
go ahead.
hallway behind this archway, this door. Do you proceed? Or are you going to do something first?
I'd like to. I just don't want to be without them. I have to
Yeah.
prep a shield and cover them in case something happens.
Okay, so you've got your staff, right? That you know can do wondrous things, helpful healing things. So you're gonna hold it straight out in front of you. And again, it's like 2-3 feet taller than you are. You hold it braced and step forward, pushing it through forward, stepping in front of all of your friends, holding the staff between you and this floating shroud and this mirrored water pool. You are now all on this side of the room, solid stone behind you. And Zap, as you ran your arms across it to make that mark, it felt like solid stone. You've stopped Meryl from attacking the shroud that is hanging at the top. As this sort of silence comes through the room as Meryl backs down, puts his bow away. Again, this voice comes and says, "Why are you angry? I've been so lonely."
Hey, can you hear? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Nice. Good.
Bold.
Good.
You hear, "Yes, I can hear you."
Oh,
I'm gonna chime
It is
in
ever
and just.
so wonderful to hear voices. It's been so long.
Oh,
I'm just gonna say
great
sorry
voice.
about the whole arrow thing. That was uncalled for.
Well,
I
but she might have
appreciate
seen
that.
him start to shoot it, you know.
You know.
Would you like to play? Would you like to play a game?
Yeah.
Yes. Would you like to play a game? Yes.
That's an interesting voice.
Thank you. I'm Brodman.
Bronwyn, oh,
I'm gonna say yes.
do you like games? I'm ever so fond of games.
I love games.
I really love games.
what's the prize?
The prize. Oh, see, this is the best part about this game. I need you to go and get me something. That's the game.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
that sounds similar to my paint my house please game.
Why, then you understand. Well, you see, it's my sword. It's golden and strong. And I can do wonderful things with it. Even get you out of this room.
Wow. That's.
Didn't you put us in this room?
I called you here.
It was our choice,
Play.
though. We
It was
chose to do it.
okay. If we're being technical,
chose.
yeah.
So.
I will totally play this game, but before we play this game, can I ask you, do you hear that knocking that happens occasionally, the boom boom boom?
She says, "Oh, this?" And you hear,
Boom, boom, boom. Yes, that!
as that happens, the water making up this mirrored pool shimmers like a stone has been dropped in it. She says, "Oh, that was me. I'm ever so lonely. I needed someone to come and fetch me my sword so we could play."
I'd like to detect her thoughts and see if
Yes.
she's like,
Yes, please.
just like
Thank
faking
you.
this niceness, or if she's like, is she a mean girl, or like what? What's happening?
Okay.
Sounds like a nymph, like the Lady of the Lake or something. She's talking
Yeah,
about
like
swords,
Land
the
O'
water
Lake.
stuff.
So as you sort of get yourself, centered together and try to get just the surface thoughts of whatever this creature is, you're finding it incredibly difficult to penetrate. It's like she's over here and then over here and then below you. She's sort of all around you. And all you can hear is "He stole it, the wicked thing."
Maybe,
He stole it.
perhaps instead of going for a straight up mind read, I can kind of feel a general energy. Maybe I can roll an insight to see if I can
Yeah,
feel
give me
a
an
kind
insight
of
check.
vibes from that. Yeah, I have an insight
Absolutely.
+7, so I'm gonna roll.
Now only she heard "He stole it from me, the wicked thing."
Okay.
The rest of you didn't hear that. That is specifically in her mind.
Hey guys, this is what she's thinking. He stole it from me, the wicked thing.
Who's
You got in my mind. I can do that trick too. And all of you in your minds here, I'm so glad you're here.
I'm like donuts, crackers,
Okay.
She goes,
owls.
"Donuts? What are donuts?"
So I've rolled a 15. I've rolled
I'm
a
just
15.
gonna be straight up and ask you, who is he, the wicked thing that stole the
yes.
sword?
"Oh, that wickedest, most wicked villain, my brother. We were playing and he took it. Then he broke it in two right in front of my eyes, and he dropped the pieces into the pool.
Oh, it's in the pool.
So this might be like an endless pool.
Do you mind
It'd be
before
cool to see how...
anybody makes
Like
any
an
rash
infinity
decisions
pool?
about like jumping into the pool or anything? Can I do that? I just rolled for insight to see if
Yes.
she might be like fucking with us a little bit. So I rolled a 15, and that's +7.
Plus
To
7.
that as well. Yeah.
22. You know,
Damn.
she sounds eager.
Mm-hmm.
She sounds young.
Yeah.
The main thing you're getting is whatever this being is that's been alone for so long in isolation. Even if their intentions are not bad, who's to say they know what right and wrong, good or bad is? When a child breaks a toy,
Consequences. Sure.
they don't necessarily realize that means they don't get to play with it anymore.
Neutral.
Oh, I love that.
Okay. Cool.
Love
So,
So we should be
she's
wary.
not being
I think-
evil, but she's not very easy to read either.
All right, guys. So, I'm picking up. I think I'm picking something up. I mean, she seems sweet. She seems nice. Doesn't seem like anything like she wants
Oh,
to hurt us.
thank
But
you ever so much.
of course, yeah. But also, I know you're hearing this whole thing and you can hear our thoughts and stuff. But I'm just saying, if she was so nice, why wouldn't she let us out in the first place?
Exactly. I'm gonna
Really
send a
sweet.
message to my friends and not to her.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I'm gonna say this. I think we play nice, and if we need to go into combat or anything, we're gonna do like what's a double agent? When you play both sides. Because we don't know who her brother is, but he might be the good one, and if she's actually like terrible, we can flip on her later. I'm just
I
saying.
like
But I
it.
say we play nice.
We
You sure
play
she
a
can't
game.
hear you right now?
The voice says, I love playing nice, and my brother is the wicked one.
Oh, gosh
Heard you!
Because
Totally
she has
heard your
better
psychic
telepathy.
She comes up and says, I understand that you want to leave, but why would you? You only just got here. And I cannot get that. I cannot let you leave without that sword, and I cannot get them.
We don't have a
I
choice.
have no matter. You are material, most wondrously material.
We're talking about some wraith stuff going on now. I think we have no choice. We really have to do this.
Can someone check how deep this water goes?
How about
It is
While we're
always
here-
ever so deep, but you will be safe.
How about
Maybe
I just
My
dive
brother
in?
went in long ago.
Let me
Ooh.
just dive in. I
What's
can
your
take
name
a
and what's
dive.
his name?
Yeah, what's your name?
Oh, we've long forgotten that. When no one calls you by your name, what good is a name?
Can you, we'd love to help you out. Can you, tell us a few things to help us if we ever meet your brother?
Oh, sure. He's a wickety, wicked villain.
Oh. Man, she must be from It's So Old, because we don't even use those slang terms.
so old? How about maybe before going and diving in the pool? How about I have a hunch here. It may just be I may be just talking out of my half elf ass here, but what if I take the quill and maybe I just dab it in the pool real quick?
Yeah?
I think that
Use me.
Meryl steps forward,
Oh,
places the
snap.
quill in the
Go,
pool.
Meryl.
As he does, black ink emerges from the quill, filling the pool, which begins to spiral and spiral and spiral. Below you, you see the hallway you just walked down, except it is going straight down into the earth.
Dude,
That's
thanks for the
cool.
save. I was totally gonna dive in there.
Okay, good. Good.
It looks as though you'd have dove in directly into the Earth's core.
I am not
Don't
interested
worry,
in
you'll
doing
be
that
safe.
anymore.
Can you
be
help? Can you help make sure that we're safe?
I can. Oh, you'll float ever so gently, my material toys.
No, we're not
Just
toys.
call us
Now
toys
we're her toys
and
to play with.
Toys.
Oh, yes. Friends, toys.
Okay.
I love playing.
If we find your sword down there, do you promise to let us free from this prison cell?
With
Yeah.
my sword, I can do that. Yes, I cannot without.
Why does it take a sword?
It's very powerful.
Yeah.
It does many more things than cut and slash.
Okay.
She said that a little too gleefully for my taste, but
Oh, you're so silly, Lux.
How
How do you know her name?
Oh, I know all of your names.
No!
She can
You
read our
think about
minds,
them
guys.
constantly.
I guess you're right.
Did you know that we were going to come? Did you know that we were going to be the people to arrive?
As soon as you arrived, I could hear all kinds of wonderful things, but now that you're here, it's clear. Before, it was sort of static.
You know, Lux volunteered to dive in the whole water
Yes.
hole. Maybe we ought to let her go ahead
Because
and do
she's
that.
so great.
So brave.
To be fair, guys, I did live in the underworld before I came to the surface. So, I mean, if this does lead to the Underdark, I know my way back.
Okay, I'm
Okay.
gonna give you some bardic inspiration right before you jump in.
Okay, here we go, girl. You go for it.
Lux, you're a water baby, Lux. Jump in there for us, Lux. Let's do this. Let's go.
The shroud will sway side to side.
Never mind. My song is not there. We don't need it.
No, it was great. It was great. And if you want to do a harmony, we can do that
Down
too.
to the vortex. Find
Go
that
down
golden sword.
Bring
Lux,
it back,
you
Lux,
got
you
the
can
power.
do
You can do
All
it,
right.
Lux.
Lux, are you
All right.
jumping?
All right, is there a way that I can throw on my shield as I dive in, or is that a separate action?
I mean, again, it's a reaction, so essentially you can, at any point that it looks like something's going to hit you or do damage to you, you can immediately throw it up.
Okay.
Like the ground?
Sweet.
Yeah,
So-
like the ground. I allow
Yeah.
that.
Can
And the
I?
thing to remember, Lux, the strange thing about what we're looking at when we look down into this whirlpool of water is
A
it's
hallway.
basically the pathway that we entered from.
Yeah.
You might just go
Except
right back
in
up to the
water.
castle.
And pointing down into the asshole of the earth.
Exactly. The gateway to hell. You may encounter this apparition's bro, the evil bro.
Oh, you most certainly will.
As long as I don't run into
You
any
must-
mud, I'll be okay.
You must take back the 2 pieces of my sword, mend them, and find your way back here. But beware, my villainous, rascally brother will be guarding the exit ferociously. I
The
hope you are
exit.
skilled and brave.
I
Hey,
think one of us should go with her.
Yeah, what's your brother? Is he like a human? Is he a spirit? Is he an animal, an elf, a barbarian? What is he?
And what are you? Yeah.
He is so many things. I am so many things.
Okay.
Shall we play?
I think Meryl has volunteered to dive in along with Lux.
I got nothing to lose.
Let's go, bro.
2
I'll
players.
do it. I'm with
think-
you. Me and
I
Daniel
think
Day.
that this is gonna be like the thing we just went through, where like as soon as you go through the water, you're gonna be right side up again, and that's gonna close behind you. I don't know. They're related, so
Only one
you know,
way to
if you
see
create
it.
that
Me,
world.
I volunteer me and Daniel Day to go with you.
Me,
Anybody
Zap,
else?
Ruby, and Bronwyn
Bro.
will stay here and watch.
Can Daniel Day breathe underwater?
Well, it's opened up a chasm. There's no more water. He can just soar
okay.
down
There's
with
no
us.
more
Sweet.
water. The quill
Okay.
exposed.
Perfect. Let's go
Oh,
then.
The
I
quill
thought there was still
quelled.
water.
Oh,
So
the
there's
quill
like a
exposed.
barrier. There's a barrier of water.
that has been dispersed by the quill.
Call me
So
crazy.
now essentially it's
Call me
just a
crazy.
hallway
I'm volunteering to go down there right
into
now.
the ground.
Now that I know that.
Oh, let's go.
Are there? I'm looking around. I'm looking
Yes.
around really fast. I'm seeing if there's any pebbles or any debris. I just want to see what gravity does if I drop this into this hole.
Good call.
Okay, go ahead. You're looking for pebbles and things.
Yep.
You know what? You have things on you. You want to like take out a piece of rations or something like that and drop it down?
Yes. I
Okay,
don't
great.
know what those are, but I have.
It's
no-
okay. Everyone's got some rations.
I've got so
or
many things
something.
in
Yeah.
my bag. Okay, and I'm just gonna take this little piece of
Yeah.
bread, and I'm
Yeah.
just gonna go, and I'm gonna put the
Yeah.
rest in there, and I'm gonna hold it over, and I drop it.
Drop it in. As you drop it in and it passes, it falls, and then it seems to almost sort of slow. And it continues falling, but very sort of gently and slowly down the hallway, down.
Like a feather.
Out of sight.
Do we have any
dope.
out of sight? Okay. Do we
I'm
have?
getting bored now.
Oh no.
Does anybody
Are
have
we
any
playing?
long? Does anybody have any long rope?
Oh, can we check her
Oh,
back?
let me check.
Cheating.
Rope is cheating.
Rope is cheating.
Oh,
I'm bored.
Cheating? That
And as
sucks.
she says that, you hear a rumble in the walls.
Oh,
Bang,
jeez.
bang, bang. And now it appears the walls begin to
No.
Oh, she's
I'm jumping. We're jumping.
forcing our hand.
push
We
you
all
to
have
get
to jump.
closer.
We all have to jump.
I'm jumping in.
Rolo
I'm jumping in.
in a cannonball passes through. For about 3 seconds, it feels like you are falling at terminal 0 right into. Suddenly, your body feels suspended, as though you were a feather. You drop slowly,
Feather fall.
falling. Looking up, you see the hole in the shroud above as it looks at you and slowly goes to a pinprick of light as this hallway goes on and on and on. And we'll come back to you. Do the rest of you follow?
I'm gonna jump in, but I'm gonna do a flip. I'm doing a flip
Bronwyn's
first.
gonna do a flip. Bronwyn, as this wall starts to close in, you run, do a flip in the air, and go down head first, dive in. And the
Yes.
same happens to you. Fast terminal velocity until suddenly your breath is knocked out of you as you begin to glide slowly down the hallway, on and on and on.
Who's left? Who hasn't jumped?
I haven't jumped.
Meryl's gone. Meryl, yes, same with you. You're
Yeah.
flailing until finally, and even your hawk next to you. It's almost like you have wings and you're gliding, just floating yourself up.
Just like Daniel Day-Lewis.
We have Ruby, Lux and Zap.
Lux, I want
have
you,
to
since you're a
jump.
rogue, can you climb?
Yeah.
Okay,
I can totally
want
climb.
I want you to climb down. Just
Yeah,
like
sure.
stick to the walls. Just see if you can see things on the way down. Because
Yeah.
you're gonna meet all of us eventually, right? You can climb really fast.
Yeah,
Climb down really fast.
absolutely.
All right, I know that it's cheating, but the rope's gone. I'm jumping in. Here we
It's
go.
getting tighter and tighter and tighter. You've got about a foot left
I'm
before
in.
you get to the edge. Zap falls over. You just open your arms and just forward. It's totally emo. Going down like a cool chick, just flying down. And again, it holds you and supports you. Lux, as you start to climb down, even as you're holding onto the walls, you feel a weightlessness. There's almost like your body weighs very little, and you can pull yourself down like you're on the space shuttle or something, and pull yourself down and down. Ruby, again, left in the room as it's closing in. As the shroud turns to you and looks and says, I think you may be my favorite. Have a good trip.
Creepy.
Oh no.
Oh, I don't like her.
And you follow?
I follow. And I
All
jump.
right. You jump.
You're a good
So-
soldier.
Strong legs jump, and as you do, you just hold everything in tight. And as you begin to fall, feeling your stomach rise into your throat, and then it gets caught, and you slow down. You all seem to catch up to one another.
Huh.
It's strange, but somehow the floating equalizes, and you all seem to be at the same level. Suddenly, you feel soft ground beneath you. And as you look around, the hallway is gone. The pinprick in the sky is gone. You have only a bed of flowers. Now the darkness around you begins to light up a little bit, and you see woods, trees covered in moss. It's wet.
My domain.
Is it sunlight?
The moon, dark, nighttime, bright moonlight, full moon. As it takes your way to this bed of flowers, beautiful multicolored flowers, you hear a careful now. Please don't trample the beds.
Are there any pathways?
As you look around, you do see that there seem to be paths going off into the woods, many of them. Game trails, likely. You're a ranger, you would notice that.
Bless you.
Can I tell
As
us?
you go ahead.
sorry,
It's the flowers. I'm allergic. It's the
So,
flowers. I'm allergic.
Ruby looks down at the flowers, and indeed, a little flower face looks up at you and says, "Do you mind?"
Oh shit.
It uproots its little root legs and walks away and replants itself 2 feet to the side and kind of.
Can we get on each other's shoulders so we don't trample as much?
All 6 of you?
Well, I don't know if there's anybody really strong. Is your blue demon really, really strong? Can we all get on top of your blue demon?
My blue demon is very powerful. I don't know that there's enough real estate. I think he can comfortably carry 3.
Sure. And then if
One on
anybody else
each arm and one on the shoulders.
I
and
can
then if
probably carry someone.
That's only so then that's great. So then let's all just kind of like get on top of each other,
All
and
right.
then there's like less
Oh, interesting.
A huddle begins to happen as each of you climbs on someone else's. Some of the smaller ones, Ruby, a little bit smaller, climbs up on
I
top
could
of
get
someone
really
else.
small, so I could
Yeah.
fit in someone's
That's
pocket.
true,
Yeah, so
there
you
could be one on each leg of the demon. I didn't think of that.
So you all climb up on top of it, a real little scrum going on, and all of the flowers, excuse me, do you mind? I have to go. And they all uproot their little legs and kind of walk, making space. As they do, they come around you and all their little faces look up and they say, are you here for the duel?
Yes.
Oh,
You
Play
are.
along. Play along. Play along.
Yes.
Yes.
yes, we're here
Which
for
way
the
do we
duel.
go?
Here
We
for
need
the
to get
duel.
there
Where do
quickly.
Where do we go?
All in unison, the voices say, the duel's about to begin.
Uh-oh.
And as you hear a galloping from 2 of those paths on either side of this clearing.
Guys,
It
gear
begins to
up.
come Everyone's, you're all on top of each other trying to frantically get out your swords and your bows.
I'm
think
bringing out my battle axe.
I'd like to go stealth.
Okay, make a stealth check, please, Lux.
Yes. Do I use the 20 for that?
D20, and we'll add your stealth bonus.
I love this music.
Do 20.
While
11.
she's going I'm going to tell everybody, I'm going to give you guys all a great little, we can do it motivational speech.
Oh, you're casting.
Yeah, I just want
Motivational
to give
speech.
everybody, casting.
All right.
Is that
So
bad?
if you cast motivational speech, yeah, you can do that.
What happens?
That will give everyone 5 temporary hit points.
Oh, damn. Nice.
Here we go.
Does anyone have a sling? Because I have a magical stone I'd like to
I do.
gift.
I have
yes.
a sling.
Ruby,
Yes.
I'd like to cast a magical stone spell on a magical stone to give to Ruby so that she can use it in battle.
You got it.
So, we have Barolo gets down in his hands. He picks up 3 stones. He casts magic stone on them. What do you do when you cast magic stone, Lux?
I hold the stones like so. And then I say,
As you do, the stones begin to glow, and you toss them over towards Zap. So Zap, you have 3 glowing stones that you can use in your sling.
Okay.
I have a
I
sling.
thought Ruby had a sling as well. Ruby,
Yeah.
Oh, Ruby too? All right,
sorry.
Ruby can also get 3. We'll go ahead and we'll double your spell just
Thank
for
you.
you. So Ruby's got 3 as well. So Lux, you were hiding. What was your stealth check?
Yeah, 11.
You rolled an 11
Yes.
plus
You got a
6, so you're
modifier?
at 17.
Yes.
So, Lux, as soon as she hears that galloping, runs off into the trees and almost disappears into the bark of the tree.
Come on,
All
Lux.
of her clothes and everything.
I can't help it, man. I'm a hider.
Goes into it. And then, what was that? Meryl.
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry. I was thinking. Do we see these our threat in our sightline just yet?
Not yet. All you're hearing,
Okay.
it's a thick wood. So seeing, even with dark vision, you can see 30 feet, but then there's obscurity with all these trees.
Okay.
Bronwyn and Ruby, anything you'd like to do to prepare?
I would like to get my bow out
Uh-huh.
and get it locked and loaded. Maybe I'm going to try to do a 2-arrow situation.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna like crouch, and I'm just ready to go.
Okay, you're just
Bronwyn,
ready
why
to
don't we
go.
go back to back? Because I have my bow out as well. So
Ooh,
why don't we
nice.
go back to back,
Yeah.
covering each other with good bow fire? I'll do a
Classic.
double arrow situation too.
So center
you.
of this clearing, your 2 rangers back to back, arrows drawn, spinning slowly, keeping an eye and trying to figure out where this is coming
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn into a
from. Ruby,
wild bear.
Ruby, standing there in front of you, suddenly her tiny little body
Whoa!
emerges, rolls into a giant bear standing there in front of you. There's a little bit of spit flying around.
Owl bear.
Barolo, you're standing right next to her as this happens.
Don't be scared. It's me, Ruby. It's me.
I'm sorry.
Oh yeah.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah, it's okay.
I thought you were a bear.
Yeah, and I am, but you know,
So,
I got you. I'm
Ruby
on your
can't
side.
speak when she's a bear, so all you're getting is
I
can
speak bear.
communicate.
Yes. Ruby, thank you. Thank you for clarifying.
I can communicate with the
It's
beast.
good to have a bear on your side in a
good to
duel.
have a bear.
Hey,
At
when you
this
have a bear,
moment,
everything's fair.
Two huge horses come barreling out of either side. Each of them have riders on top of them, bedecked in golden armor. As they come to the clearing, they dismount, holding up each a golden sword in front of them. The first thing you notice is that along the edge, almost like they're serrated, they have key-like protrusions that appear to possibly fit together. But each of them
Brother
holds a
sword.
half. As they hold it out and they see you standing, some of you, not you, Lux, between them, they say, "Who are you? We are here to duel. Please, out of our way."
Oh, there's
Oh, they don't want
We're
to duel
fine.
us.
Oh, we're good.
Oh, sweet.
But who are they going to duel?
Each other.
each other.
Oh, right.
This terrible being here. Ah, watch out. You see one of them has a beard that is hanging down below his helmet. The other has a mustache that is sticking out over sort of the top of
Oh,
it.
sweet.
Which one do you think's her brother?
Maybe they're
That's
both
a good
her brother.
question. Actually, that's
Who's
a good question. Can
older?
we ask? Why don't we ask? We could say,
They
does anyone
square
have a
off to
sister?
one another and start to step
Oh,
forward as they
never
meet
mind.
in the middle.
I don't think they're gonna
They
listen to
say,
us.
brother, let's fight. And they turn and begin to pace away from each other.
Whoa. Okay,
They're
they're pacing.
counting.
I guess I'm gonna watch.
What if they are both the same person that just needs to actually realize that they need to meet and hug and be one?
I think that's
They
exactly right.
reconcile.
psychologically-
They can't be fighting here.
That psychologically that they lock together in the same way that the golden sword does.
I think you're right. It's Transformer situation.
I think only you and Barolo can convince him of that.
Yeah, well also, okay, so I'd like to say I'd like to detect their thoughts if I can. Is that a thing I can do?
I think so, yeah. You can go first. You're going to do detect thoughts on them. Let me make my saves.
Okay, and that's a 20, yeah?
No, I make it. Oh, shit. You just do it, and I check
Whoa,
against
whoa,
it. Okay.
what's all that?
I don't know. Their detect thoughts are very loud.
Yeah.
So yes, so as you hear, you start to try to listen in on their thoughts, and mostly you hear 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 as they pace away, sort of their most surface thoughts. But from one of them, you're pretty sure it's the mustachio guy, you hear, don't think, don't think, don't think, don't think.
I think that's her. If there's only one of them that's her brother, it's probably him because he's had to learn how to not have his thoughts read by his sister.
Oh, sick.
Which
Yeah,
makes
that's
me
right.
think she's the bad guy.
She's
I
definitely
think she's
the bad
definitely
guy.
the bad
Yeah,
guy.
she had
Or
a
sorry,
creepy voice.
the bad person.
The bad person.
They make it to their 50 paces, turn around, roar, and as they begin to run towards each other, their swords come raised.
I can interrupt this whole thing and throw a dark cloud between them.
You gonna
Great
do that?
idea,
Yeah.
too.
Cast
I love
darkness?
it.
Yeah,
All right.
cast darkness.
Lux points her finger forward. As she does, this cloud, 20 feet in diameter of darkness right in the center of the clearing. As they rush into it, you lose sight of them. All you hear is as they scream, the clang of metal on metal in the darkness. Suddenly it goes silent. Everybody please make wisdom saving throws.
Is that with
20?
the 20?
It's a d20 and we're going to add your wisdom modifier.
Ooh, plus
Mine's
4.
probably like 80.
I rolled a 13. With my +5, that's an 18.
I rolled a 3.
Okay, so I rolled a 19.
I rolled another 11.
I rolled a 7.
We got the same, Zap.
All right. Those of you who got less than a 15, raise your hand.
I got 19, yo.
That's
All right.
I got an 18, right? Well, I got my 13 plus +5. Is that what
Yeah.
I have?
Yeah. So you did.
Okay.
Yeah. So you did fine, Bro. So Bro and Bronwyn are the only ones who rolled above 15.
Yeah?
All right. Meryl,
Yeah.
as you're standing there, you hear a rumbling behind you.
Oh my god.
A snarl.
No! Not again!
Footsteps pounding on the ground. As you begin to breathe more quickly and you feel the sweat come up on your brow, you turn, and standing behind you is a 12-foot tall Yeti.
No.
Oh, man.
Zap. As you stand looking into the trees, you see a little bit of movement. Stepping out, you see figures of a family, but they have no faces.
You're gonna make me cry.
Lux. Hiding where you were, you cast your darkness. Suddenly, around you, under the ground, you feel a shaking. And the underdark creatures that have plagued you your whole life, clawed hands begin to crawl out of the ground around your feet, starting to come up and come for you. Ruby, out of the darkness, a spiked tail spins its way around your bare leg, grabbing you to pull you into the woods. Barolo and Bronwyn, you see none of this. All of you who failed, you are all going to take, a good healthy 7 psychic damage.
Ooh.
Well, that's part of the new system. Psychic damage? Interesting.
Psychic damage.
Where do I write that down?
You're going to subtract it from your hit points just like any other damage, but this is trauma damage rather than
Oh.
Tramage.
tramage.
-7?
7 minus 7 to your hit point total. Now remember, you had 5 temporary hit points from your motivational speech,
13. Okay.
so you should all technically only be down 2.
But I don't get those extra points when I'm the one that says it, right?
Yeah, you do. Anyone who's with you, I believe, can get it. Yeah, anyone who hears you do. All right, so we will now be in initiative order. So everyone's going to roll initiative for me. That's going to be your D20. And on your sheet, you'll see someplace that says initiative, and it'll give you a modifier. It will likely be your dexterity.
Dexterity. That's a +3
2
for me.
Dex.
All right, so let's go down the thing. Your Bronwyn, what is your initiative?
Rolling for initiative now. Stand by.
You go ahead. So Zach, what is your initiative?
Ooh, mine's 18.
18.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Zap, what is your initiative?
I rolled an 11, and my dexterity is +2.
So probably 13. That's Zach. And Lux, what is your initiative?
I got a 21 because it's 18 plus 3.
Damn,
Nice,
yo.
Lux.
Yeah.
Lux.
Making up for that
I
11.
rolled a 4.
Yeah, totally.
Yes.
+1 makes 5.
Mix for 5.
Aye, that.
A very weak roll.
Aye, that's a weak roll.
Ruby, what is your initiative?
I got a 12, and I'm adding a 2 for the dexterity.
You are. Okay, that's Ruby. And
It's still
last
very
but not least, Meryl.
I am accounting for my initiative. I am now at 9. So I rolled a 7
9.
plus 2.
All right. There we are. All right, Lux, you are up first.
What up?
What would you like to do? You have an action, a bonus action, and a movement.
I would like to go stealth.
Yep.
Well, I already am stealth. Am I still stealth if I'm
no,
not?
because you stepped forward to cast
Yeah.
this spell. So, but
So-
you can hide as a bonus action.
Yeah,
So you would do
I'd
a
like
stealth check as a bonus action. Do that first.
Stealth check. Is that the 20?
That's the 20
She
plus 6.
smokes them out and then goes back into hiding.
I disappear into the smoke. Ah, maybe not with an 8.
And just an 8, as you rolled an 8,
Yeah.
but plus 6, so that's a 14.
Not bad at all.
So, as you are looking down and you see all of these creatures' hands begin to pull themselves out of the Underdark coming after you, you turn yourself back into the forest, cloaking yourself as best you can. You have an action and a movement.
Okay, my action would be to throw up a shield.
That's a reaction. So again, if
Oh,
they
sorry.
attack you, that's okay. You can use it as a reaction. Now you are hidden. You could attack with advantage and get your sneak damage.
I don't want to attack them because I don't know if they will attack me.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna
stay hidden.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, you step your feet lightly, trying to stay away from these different claws and tentacles that are coming up to get you, and try to sort of disappear into the woods. Bronwyn,
Yes.
you are next.
Okay, honey, hold on.
No worries.
I'm back.
You're back and ready to kick some butt.
I'm guess. Okay, what am I doing?
It's your turn.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll. Oh,
So yeah,
I'm gonna
you decide what
fire.
you want to do.
No. Hold on a second. I know the situation. So I'm not seeing
Yes.
a fear-based
You're not seeing
manifestation.
a fear-based thing. You just saw the
Okay.
knights disappear into this dark cloud, and then your friends kind of all got wide-eyed. But you're fine.
Okay, got you. So how far away am I from the cloud?
10 feet, probably.
Oh, okay, good 10-foot situation. I am going to. God, this is really tough. So so everybody around me has been like, they're in the thralls of this thing.
Yeah,
Can I
you're
see
not
them?
seeing too much reaction yet. You can see your friends, and,
Okay.
and they've all sort of frozen a little bit.
I'm going to walk into the cloud.
Okay, into the darkness.
Yes.
All right, Bronwyn, as you step forward, as soon as you pass that barrier of darkness, everything just disappears. You can hear still the clang of the fight between the two knights in front of you. In fact,
Am I gonna get hit?
Dice tower.
one swings in your direction. Doesn't hit you, but you feel the wind of the blade as it comes past your neck.
Okay.
Action, bonus action.
Now wait a second. They were dueling each other. Now they're attacking us.
Yes.
You can't see this. This is
Well,
all in the darkness.
I think I just might have gotten in the way. I think that they seem pretty preoccupied with each other. That's my guess. But
They were heading towards a certain destruction of each other.
yes.
Reggie.
Yes.
Oh, sorry. I'm supposed to call you by your
Bronwyn.
name.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry. What's the
Oh, sorry. I
wait.
should have answered yes. Yes.
Hey, I'm thinking that if you can get your hands on one sword, I might be able to use my mage hand for the other.
Oh my God. Match it up. Well, I'm trying to see if there's any way to dispel this cloud.
Oh, well,
She can
yeah,
get
that
rid
was a bad idea. I could get rid of it.
Bad idea, Jeans.
I was just trying to give us time to think.
Yeah.
So I'm
Can I
gonna yell
dispel
like
it?
that blade goes
Yeah.
by and I'm like, get
Okay,
rid of this
okay.
cloud.
Yeah.
Okay. So when we get to your turn, Lux, you can dispel it. But for now, there's still darkness there. Is there anything else you'd like to do, Bronwyn?
I'd like to. See, I've got a cat. Hopefully, I think I forgot to say that I'm going to leave the cat outside of the cloud.
Okay. Gotcha.
Cats and clouds don't go
Yeah.
together. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a classic crouch.
Okay.
Like
Just
I'm going to
gonna-
step back and kind of crouch. Just
Okay.
be ready. Maybe
Well-
dagger.
We're going to call that a dodge action, essentially.
Okay,
So the
dodge.
action
Nice.
you're taking is essentially anything that tries to attack you will have disadvantage because you're kind of
Yes.
crouched and ready for it. Cool?
Thank you.
All right, Bronwyn. Ruby Bear. What would you like to do, Ruby Bear?
I'd like
So-
to attack.
Okay, so yeah, as a bear, you have multi-attack. You can attack twice, one with your bite and one with your claws. So you are looking at this tentacle that's wrapped around
yeah.
your leg. So you're gonna try and bite and claw at it?
Yes.
Okay,
I
great.
would like to bite.
You're gonna start with the bite. So yeah, roll a d20 and add 5.
Okay, here I go. 2.
So that's a 7. But it's a whole fancy 7. So as you're looking down and the rest of you watch her, this bear standing in the corner, suddenly absolutely terrified about its legs, she reaches down, tries to bite at her ankle, and seems to miss. You still have a claw attack if you'd like to do that next.
I'll do the claw attack now.
D20 plus 5.
9 with the dot.
Plus a 5, so 14.
Yes.
Okay, that 14, as you come down and rake at the claw, at the tentacle wrapped around your leg, this tail wrapped around your leg, you make contact. All of that tail begins to rip into shreds. You're elated that you're going to actually cut through it. However, you take the damage of this attack. You are going to take 9 slashing damage as you attack your own leg, trying to get the tentacle off. However, you are
it's
unaware
psychological.
that this is what's happening. You can save for it later. Zap. Oh no, you're not next. Hold on. Okay. This guy. Oh yeah. Okay,
Oh, no.
so which was that? What's on you?
It's not a good sound when you're
That's
dead.
not a good
Oh
sound.
yeah. Behind you, Meryl, the Yeti that is standing over you goes to slash its claws across your face. That is a natural 20.
What?
Wow, matching it. National last.
I'm gonna get
business.
mad.
That is 9 points times 2 is 18 points
18
of damage.
hit points?
Bro,
18
that's
hit
a scar
points.
for life,
Are you
dog.
fucking with me?
As
right
its
now?
claws rake up the side of your face, you watch
That's
the blood
half of
drip
my
past
hit
your eyes.
points. Oh my god.
It's the Yeti from his dreams.
Look at you. Wait, so I was at 36 hit points. I was at 36 hit points. Am I now at 18?
You lost 18, so 36 minus 18.
We're all
Oh
being
my
attacked by
God.
our own nightmares.
You are! Zap, it is now your turn.
I didn't even get to do a turn. That
You
sucks.
will get your turn next.
Who am I
Zap.
Who am I standing closest to?
So right now, Zap, you're staring at this family of people that look like you, but they have no face. That's what you're mostly focused on. You are within movement range of any of your friends if you would like to go there instead.
Oh, I can do one thing, huh?
You can do one thing.
'Cause I'm
Now,
squishy.
if you choose to ignore your faceless family, you'll have to see if you can, but you can try.
Oh. Okay, hope you guys take care of me. I'm gonna look at my family
Okay.
and I'm gonna say, I'm gonna use the dissonant whisper to get them far away from me, and
Okay.
us, all of
nice.
us.
Okay.
I'm gonna say, you were never there for me, and you're not here for me now. But you know who is? My friends! Get away from us!
All right. I make a wisdom saving throw. That is a 23.
Oh my god, we're getting dead.
What is up with this DM?
So, I'm very mean. I seem so nice, but I'm really not.
Dude,
She's
you're
like the lady. She's the lady under the shroud.
I
She's
am the
like
lady.
CG Young with like a demonic injection.
This is very meta.
CG Young.
So, Zap, as you begin to sow these to try and terrify this faceless family in front of you, you're too shaken, unfortunately, and they actually just blink out of existence and blink closer to you, now standing 5 feet in front of you. Anything else you'd like to do, Zap? That was your action. You have a bonus action.
Okay, I'm gonna move.
You're gonna run?
I'm gonna run.
So like Altadena?
I'm gonna move. That's where the real estate is really popular now. Highland Park, that's where to buy these days.
Yes.
Highland Park is the new Silver Lake.
Insider tip.
Who's the strongest of my friends? The bear?
Likely the bear or Barolo.
I want to say me, but
Well, Barolo also has a demon, blue demon, and I'm
does.
still little, so I can like get on the demon if I need to.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
yeah.
I would like to run as quickly as I can to Barolo's familiar and climb
Okay.
on its shoulders.
So, as you try to convince them to run away, they blink out and they appear right in front of you. You gasp, running as fast as you can. As you go, they're going to take an opportunity attack on you. That's good math. That's a dirty 20.
Dude, she's ruthless.
I like that sound.
11.
So do
I know,
I.
it's great. No, wait, sorry. 6 points of damage. As they begin to go and their faces watch you, you can just feel yourself die a little bit inside as you run away. You're able to scramble to the demon and climb on its back, holding onto it for dear life. Meryl, your turn.
Okay, so right now, I think I just need to get the hell out of here as quickly as I possibly can. Am I correct in saying that after this first action, then Daniel Day-Lewis gets an action as well?
Yes, you're correct.
Okay, perfect. So I want to do a stealth check and get the fuck out.
So you're gonna hide. Go
I'm
for it.
gonna
Yeah,
hide.
Give me a stealth.
I'm
give me a
going
stealth
the
check,
tree
please.
line, so I'm gonna stealth check, which I have +5 in.
You're gonna climb a tree?
I'm gonna climb a
be
tree.
old stealth elf.
Yes.
So I rolled. That was a 10 +5. That's 15.
A 15. Okay. So this Yeti, you've turned, it's raked its claws
I'm
against the
bleeding
side of your
everywhere.
face. You turn and start to run towards the tree line to try to hide within it. That is going to be an op attack as you leave its side. It reaches out for you. Ooh, 13 to hit. Do I miss?
13
What's
to
your
hit.
armor class? I
Oh
miss.
wait. Yes, you miss. I'm 16 armor
You're a
class. and
16.
You miss. Yes.
Okay, as you run away, attempting to hide, it rakes its claws out. As you kind of run into the trees and hide yourself behind ferns as best you can, it turns looking for where you went. Anything else you'd like to do? That is a movement and an
Yeah.
action.
Now,
Bonus action?
Bonus action I have still one more move before Daniel Day-Lewis.
You have a bonus action you can take before Daniel Day-Lewis.
Okay.
There might not be much to do, but
No, I'm chilling. I'm just gonna stay hidden.
Daniel
And
Day.
now Daniel Day-Lewis is really pissed off, and I want him to swoop in and go for the Yeti's one good eye.
You got it. All right. That is a +5, so roll a d20 and add a +5 for his talon attack.
Perfection. That's a 9.
That's a 9. As he comes swooping around, trying to get at the Yeti, it's covered in fur, matted fur over its eyes, and as it tries to swipe at it, it just runs its head side to side, and unfortunately, it misses.
Okay.
Daniel Day-Lewis misses.
Okay, Daniel, thank you for your attempt.
You're crouching, hiding.
I'm just bleeding out.
Barolo.
Yes, it's my turn.
You see your friends freaking out over nothing. Your other friend, Bronwyn, has disappeared into darkness.
I'm going to shout to Lux.
Yes.
Lux! Go for the mustachio sword! I'll go for the beardo sword! And I run top speed. I tried to run and jump on the back of Beardo
Okay.
with a scissor squeeze of my legs around his torso, as hard as I can scissor squeeze,
Okay.
and rip free the golden shard.
Okay, he's in total darkness, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna speed things up a little for you. Please make a perception check to see how well you're able to determine just by listening where this person is. So roll a d20,
D20 perception check. Hold on, let me blow.
add a 7.
Get it. Roll it. Oh my god, it's a 2.
+7 is a 9. Barolo! You turn to Lux. You say, you get the mustachio sword, I'll get the beardo. And you just, with your little short, legs, running as fast as you can, charge into the darkness. As you leap into the darkness, thinking you're gonna grab the mustachio man, you leap instead on Bronwyn's back.
No!
He was standing in your way. You still have an action and a bonus action.
And then, whilst still on Bronwyn's back, I sing as hard as I can towards Lux.
Yes.
It's up to you now. Only Lux can save the day. You have the power.
All right, that is a D8 for Lux for whatever you'd like to use it for. Coming
Oh,
up
it's a
next.
date.
Oh, okay.
It is a date for Barolo and Lux.
Well,
It is your turn, Lux.
Can I use my mage hand?
Well, first off, what we're going to do is you're going to roll
Mage
another
hand.
wisdom saving throw to see if you can resist against this image, this vision.
Ah, yeah, I'm still in front of that. Yeah, I come from the Underdark, though. Shouldn't I have an advantage over those Underdark creatures?
Depends. These are figments potentially of your imagination. They are manifested by you. So yes, D20 and add your wisdom saving throw bonus.
And also, while that's happening, since she's from there, we should be hearing Bauhaus.
What's the wisdom? Plus one?
It's a -1, unfortunately for you.
-1, dude. It's a
It's
10.
going to be hard for you.
I keep
A 10.
rolling 11s for some reason.
Yeah, so you're
I'll
unable
change the
to...
location of my mat.
You're unable to shake off this, but you hear Barolo's voice from the darkness that you created before. It seeps into your mind. Oh, you could add, if you want to roll a D8 and add it to that roll,
D8.
you can, because you are inspired.
Which one is D8?
I'm allowing it. That's the sort of diamondy looking thing.
It's the Star Trek
green one.
original series space alien.
Ah, okay, this
There
guy.
you go, roll that guy. So a 10 plus
Ah, 2.
2 is 12.
Dude,
Double
I
deuce.
mean, I thought it would be way more. It was way more exciting in my mind before I actually rolled.
So yes, you're unable to shake it off. However, you have an action, a bonus action, and a movement. I believe you're hidden already. You ran off to hide in the woods.
So I'm gonna
go
use
ahead.
my mage hand. And
So
try
did
to
you also
remove-
did you want to dispel darkness?
Oh, should I? Yeah, so everybody could see.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let me. You can just do that. You're
I'll
just gonna
do
drop
that.
it.
I'll dispel
No problem.
darkness then.
Yeah, dispel darkness, so that's gone. But we're not gonna. It's not gonna count against your actions. You're just gonna let it go.
Okay.
You just had to keep it for the round. So you still have an action, a bonus action, and a movement.
I'd like to take the mage hand and send the mage hand to grab the sword of one of the fighters.
Okay, so as you're standing and you snap your fingers and darkness disappears, suddenly you see Barolo on top of Bronwyn standing there, singing at the top of his lungs. You see Zap clinging onto the dragon at their side, the demon at their side, and you see these two huge golden knights just hacking at each other. One's already missing an arm, another one has got blood seeping out from its neck plates. You send your invisible hand over, trying to reach towards the sword that one of them is holding. I will need a disadvantage sleight of hand.
20
You're gonna
or
roll 2 and take the lower because he's holding it. He's actively
which
using
one?
it. So the D20 is the white one.
yeah.
Roll it twice and take the lower.
Oh, come on, really? That's
He's
so
actively
mean,
using
dude.
it.
Come on.
If it was in
if
his
I get a
pocket,
good
it's
one, it's
different,
like
but he's
one good one.
actively
Come on.
using it. You're gonna try and steal it.
Oh, dude!
Is that 20?
Fuck you guys.
Well, you can't. Actually, I'm gonna switch it up for you.
I
I'm
know
gonna switch it
I'm
up
never
for you.
gonna get that again.
No. Hold on. We're gonna use it. Listen. You do a strength check.
Okay.
Because you're not sleight of handing. You're going to try to literally grab it with your mage hand and yank it away. So what is your strength bonus? And add it to your D20.
Is that
your natural 20.
Is it on the 20? I use the 20 dice?
Yeah,
for that?
we're going to use the 20 because that's too exciting. So Lux, your strength bonus is 0, but that's fine. It's a natural 20.
13.
Okay. So as your mage hand goes over and grabs onto the sword and attempts to yank it, he's going to attempt to resist you. Very poorly.
Oh,
Okay.
Nice!
An invisible force pulls his hand forward. The sword goes flying out of it and into the air, swooping around back towards you, carrying the one sword. As he loses it, he screams, "No! For honor!" drops to his knees on the ground in front of the other knight. Anything else you want to do, Lux?
I just want to take the sword. And
You got it. It flies back to you, disappearing into the woods, and you hold it. It feels warm to your touch as you grab the sword.
Yeah, I need a stealth again, a stealth check.
Given it, so bonus action, hide.
Yeah, hide. Exactly.
Give me a stealth check. So D20 plus 6.
Hide me good. 11. Jesus, that 11 loves me so much. Right?
But plus 7 is an 18. So
Me
not
gusta.
too
Not too
shabby.
Okay.
So yes, again, you kind of disappeared. In fact, you can even wrap whatever cloaks you have around this glowing sword, making it even harder to see it and you.
Sweet.
Got
the sword, Barolo!
But your turn back singing. The sword, you just saw it like almost as if a ghost grabbed it and pulled it out of its hand and disappeared off into the woods behind you.
Are the two beings there?
The two knights are still
Yes.
fighting. One of them, the sword has been yanked out of their hands and they've dropped to their knees in front of the other one.
Was it the guy that was saying don't think or don't?
No, actually it was the other one.
Oh, great.
The one with the
Question.
beard or the one
Really
with the
good
mustache?
question.
Which
So
one
you,
is it?
you were
about
told
that.
to go after the mustachioed one,
Okay,
so I'm
got it.
assuming that's the one that you went
Got it.
for. And it was the bearded fellow who was thinking, don't think.
Oh, so the beardies don't think.
Beardy still has their sword.
Beardy don't think he still have swordy. I guess I'm gonna fire an arrow
Okay.
at pistachio. I mean mustachio.
All right. Bronwyn, please go ahead. I believe you are our only character that can make 2 attacks on your
Ooh.
attack action.
Thanks, guys. I don't
So
like
go
to
ahead and
brag,
shoot
but-
2 arrows into Beardo.
So I got a 14.
Okay. Plus, or is that already with your modifier?
What do I add?
You're gonna add your
Dexterity?
longbow
No.
is a +9, man.
Oh, there you go.
So 14 plus 9,
Yeah.
plenty high. Do
That's a
your second
decisive
attack
20.
for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, do your second attack for me. Well, we'll do it.
18.
18 plus 9. So, even with Barolo on your back, weighing you down, you somehow get in there to your quiver and pull your arm back, like basically hitting Barolo in the head as you pull it back strong to let
Nice.
loose. 1, 2, goes. They strike right in the places where their armor doesn't meet on Beardo. Please roll your damage.
Yep.
That is a 1d8 plus 4 twice.
1d8 plus 4 twice. Initiating
so
now.
2d8 plus 8.
2d8 plus
for
8.
damage.
Okay. Okay, so 7, 8, 9, 10. What was it? 4 for each?
2d8 plus 8 was what your total would
Okay,
be.
2d8 plus 8. So it's 7, 8, 9, and then plus that. That's 17.
17 damage. Blood begins to ooze out of the different holes that you have made, staining this gold armor that they're wearing.
What
Again,
color
he
blood do they
roars.
have? They're not human,
have-
are they?
They have red blood.
Oh,
Again, you hear a roar of anger and pain as it raises its sword above its head. Ruby, unless Bronwyn, is there anything else? You can move.
I can move?
You can
will,
move.
I will move a little bit further out to get more
Okay.
ranging damage.
Okay, Barolo holding onto your back, you just sort of stagger backwards to get a little bit more space between you and the fight that is going on.
Roll
Ruby,
with it.
your turn as a bear. There is still a tentacle, a tail wrapped around your leg, but you, first thing, are going to make a wisdom saving throw.
And
18.
also, Ruby, don't forget about the magic stones that I gave you for slinging.
I want to
Slanging.
use the slinging.
Okay, so you'll have to come out of being a bear in order to do that.
Okay.
You can do that.
I'll be back to Ruby, human.
Okay, so, what was your wisdom saving throw? That'd be that plus a
18.
6. 18 plus a 6. So as you look down at where you raked at this tail, suddenly you feel the pain enter your own body, and as you look down at your bare leg, you can see that you've actually raked away at your own body, but the tail has disappeared. You transform back into your gnome form. Looking around, you can now see all of your friends freaking out at nothing, realizing that you have been hoodwinked. You then pull out your sling and your 3 magic stones. Who are you going to try to fight?
Well, the 2 knights, right? They're on the floor. So I will aim one at each other, at both of them.
Okay, so you can do one attack, so you can do one stone per round here.
Okay.
So you want to start with the one kneeling that has no sword, or the one standing that has a sword?
The one standing that has a sword.
All right. Roll a d20 and add 4.
She's like, sure about that one, shit.
16.
A 16 plus 4 is a dirty 20. So as you shrink back down into your little gnomish form, you pull out your slingshot and one of your glowing stones, pull it back through the air, almost seems to curve around space and time, and it goes right through the eye of the helm into its head, knocks back. As he roars, Bronwyn and Barolo nearby, you see a little bit of eye juice begin to fall out of the hole of the helm.
Oh, that's horrible.
Your damage is probably a d4 plus 2. So roll a d4 plus 2, Ruby.
The same one?
No, so a d4 is this little pyramid guy.
Oh.
There you go. Yeah, d4 plus 2.
Okay, 5.
5. So yes, 5 points of damage coming from that. Anything else you like to do, Ruby? You can move if you'd like.
Move?
You could move. You could run further away. You could go to a friend.
Yeah, I will shield. Who's the most hurt right now?
That'd be Meryl.
Meryl!
Meryl's hiding in the woods.
I'm
You don't know where
literally,
Meryl is.
I'm bleeding out behind a tree
Poor guy.
with my bird.
But
It's
you have
not
something
going
called
great.
Healing Word, which you can do as a bonus action, and
right.
he only has to be able to hear you.
Meryl! Heal!
Yeah?
Heal!
Oh!
Please roll a d8, please, for your Healing Word, Ruby.
This D8 here?
A d8? Yes, the green one.
5.
Plus 6, so you rolled a 5? Plus 6, so that's 11 points of healing for you.
That's so
Meryl.
nice. I do
All right.
appreciate it, I must say.
It's what I do.
I'm back up to 29, so that's great.
That is the end of her turn. All right, number 2 is... nothing happens because that's Bronwyn. All right, so monsters do nothing. All right, Zap, your turn. You're holding on to the demon.
I want to send calm emotions to these stressed out knights. They're
Stressed
so
out.
angsty.
They're so
I know a
angsty.
lot about big emotions and angst. So
All right.
I just want to chill them out. That's what I want to do.
First of all, give me a wisdom saving throw to see if your family disappears.
And that's a 20.
Yeah, d20 plus your wisdom saving throw bonus.
I have a 15 plus wisdom.
That'll be
is-
high enough. So
Yeah.
as you're holding on to the demon, you look back at this faceless family moving towards you. They just sort of fade into mist. Meanwhile,
That's what I said.
you then turn back to the two knights that are fighting. And what is it you say as your calm emotions?
Chill the fuck out.
All right. The one on the ground seems to sort of slump. And he looks back over towards you, and through the small slit in his eyes, you can see his eyes kind of knit together in confusion. However, the one standing holds his sword higher, seemingly unaffected by what you've done, by what you've cast. You have movement and a bonus action.
Dude, that guy still has his sword and he lost an eye? I mean, what the fuck? Come on.
Is my
Some
bonus?
regular Michael Myers.
You know what I mean?
Can I do the same thing to that dude again? Like, it's a second action? This is the stuff I never really know.
You can only just do the one spell once.
Okay, one spell once, but I have a bonus action.
Bonus action.
I guess I don't. Oh, that's
There's
just
not
like
a lot you could do.
But I'm not
generally
close by to him,
as a
right? I'm
bard.
not close by to
Yeah,
him.
I mean,
really.
yeah, there's not a lot generally you could do as a bard with this bonus action. So you're probably good.
Okay, I'm just gonna basically like make sure that I'm really strong on top of this.
Okay, yeah, you're holding on
the blue
tight.
demon.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm holding on tight. Holding on tight.
In
Adjusting
that
grip.
moment- Interesting grip. He takes his sword and slashes it against his brother, trying to behead him. He's a little bit shy. It comes right through the front, because he's turning as he's trying to slice it, you see just a couple of drops of blood spatter out. He misses, beheading his brother.
Dude, I feel bad. I disarmed that guy. Now I'm gonna have this guy's blood on my hands. Come on.
Go ahead, Meryl.
This is just
Okay,
wrong.
so right now.
First of all, wisdom saving throw at the top of your turn.
Yes. that
Whizzy
sounds
whiz.
Great. So I
Whizzy
roll a
whiz.
d20 and then add my wisdom saving throw?
Your wisdom saving throw bonus, which I can double check.
11 plus 4. So 15.
That'll be enough. You
Nice.
also, the Yeti disappears
Thank
in front
God.
of your eyes.
Okay.
Oh.
Is that so? I have a full turn at the moment.
You have full turn.
Okay. So I think right now I wanna do a bit of an athletics check here. I think
Okay.
what I want to do is now that I'm back in the game. I see what's going on. I see that knight is about to kill an unarmed man, and I will not stand for it. And so I am going to bound up in the air, and then with a cool Obi-Wan Kenobi right before he kills Darth Maul type thing, I want to bound over him and try to snatch the sword if that's a possibility.
Okay. You
Wow.
see the Yeti
That's a good
disappear.
one.
The anger that you
I'm
were
pissed.
subjected to this again after
Again.
you thought you would put this behind you catapults you forward. You run, screaming, the hawk behind you, following with you as you run, keeping pace.
Yeah,
As you get up close to it and you reach forward and you jump over, flipping over and trying to get your hand on that sword and pull it out as you come to the other side. We're going to do 2 checks for you.
Cool.
First one is going to be an acrobatics to see if you can do this fancy leap.
Okay.
Can I whisper? No, I can't.
So
Shit.
I'm just gonna roll d20 plus 2.
D20 plus 2.
Could that
That's
bonus action have been
14.
me being like,
Okay. Unfortunately, yeah, bardic inspiration's an action. But
Okay,
yeah,
got
we'll get to it. So so it's just enough. It's not quite as cool as you want it to. You go a
Sure.
little bit off kilter to the side, but you're able to get over it and get your hand on that sword. Now a strength contest. Make a
Okay.
strength check, please, versus my
Strength
knight.
check. I just
interesting.
rolled a 9. Would I add my strength to it?
Your strength, you could add your athletics if you'd like that.
I like to add my athletics, which is a plus 3.
A plus 3, so you're at a 12.
12.
I am also at a 12.
No way!
So, you're unable to pull it out as you land on the ground. You've pulled it to the side, though. You and Beardo are locked.
Oh,
eye
shit!
to eye. That is your
Okay.
turn. Barolo.
Wait, do I not?
Sorry, go ahead.
Does Daniel Day-Lewis get it? Something to do?
Oh, Daniel Day-Lewis. Go ahead, Daniel Day-Lewis. So
Oh
sorry.
oh my god,
Daniel
he's-
Day-Lewis is gonna
rip that hand
bound
right
and
off
try
him.
to get the talons dug right into the hands of Beardo.
Okay. Go ahead and make your attack roll plus 5 to hit.
Nat 20!
Nat 20. Okay. As you
Get it!
Daniel Day coming up, swooping around you as you do your somersault, gets his talons into the hand, through the glove and everything. These are the talons that can pick up fire.
Yeah, they are!
Wow.
As
Fire
he
talons.
pierces into it, the man screams, dropping the sword into your own hands.
Yeah.
You somersault backward, taking it with you.
Yeah, I do.
Now, Barlow.
Lucky bastard. That was awesome.
So now we have Beardo's half of the sword.
You do.
This is gonna sound silly, but I'm just gonna scream at them. Put the blade pieces together! Unite! Unite the blades! Unite the blades!
Would you like to tackle the one knight that is still hostile?
1,000%! I shall tackle him!
Give me
With all my might!
Give me an athletics check to go tackle him. That's,
With the 20?
That's going to be a +1 for you with the D20.
With the D20? Come on,
D20.
baby. Athletics. Check! Oh, fuck, it went flying out of the thing.
That's how you know you're having a good time.
Rolling with Again, it went out of the thing. Get it! A third time it went out of the thing. It's a 3. After all that, it's a 3.
Run forward,
Come
and
on.
in your attempt to try to tackle him, you give him the greatest bear hug you've ever given anyone. Just holding on to his, he's about twice your size. Just trying, and he will not budge. Lux, you're up.
Yeah.
What would you like to do?
I would like to run to him and then unite
Great.
the pieces of the sword.
All right, Lux comes out of the trees holding the sword aloft, running forward. The rest of you see this, sort of watch her coming through the
Meryl! Hook it up, man!
Stands up. You begin to run towards her as your hands in the air.
With the
As
powers
that
of
happens,
Voltron!
golden light bathes the world. The nights disappear. Your phantoms disappear. And standing in the center is a door, a golden arch, through which you can see the hallway that you originally came from.
Yeah!
That's nuts.
Yeah, man.
You hold the two pieces of the sword together. You hear the child's voice. Come, quickly. You've done well.
I don't like her.
Yeah, I don't like her
She
either,
put us
dude.
through all this. I had to relive so much trauma. I say we have this sword right now. Who has it? Me or Lux?
Yeah, who wants it? Lux or Meryl? One of you. I mean, right now you're both holding it together.
Yeah, you take it on.
You've got it.
I've got the
Meryl's got
sword. Is she right in front of us?
Nope, you don't see her.
That
you just see the
sucks.
hallway.
Well, you know what? I'm sick of this. I'm bounding forward towards the
True.
hallway.
All right. Meryl runs through the hallway. As you get to the other side, what would the rest of you like to do? You gonna follow?
I'm gonna heal Meryl really fast.
Thanks.
If I can.
Okay,
And
as
then-
he's running through.
Yes, and
You'll heal him up a
as
little
he's
bit?
running, I'm gonna say, just keep running. Just keep running as soon as the door opens, and take the thing with you if you can.
Run, Forrest, run.
You look a little afraid and turn back as if you're gonna put up your hand to say, don't follow.
Oh God.
Unfortunately, everyone comes too quickly at your heels. You are about 5 centimeters tall.
What?
Shorter than the baseboards of this hallway. As you look up at this huge space around you, you can see the golden archway leading into the mirrored room at the other side of the hall. The shroud is standing just beyond that threshold. It passes through the threshold. As it does, you see the figure of a young woman, almost bluish and transparent, as she passes over. She looks at you, she says, release. Finally, he can no longer hold me. She peers down at you, walking up close to you, her shoe buckles right at your head height. Tiny material things. I think I like you better this way. Keep the sword. I need it no longer. I spare your lives, for you have freed me, but I cannot stay. I have tales to weave yet. And she talks down the hallway, leaving you.
Dude,
That is the end of our adventure.
That's the
Cliffhanger
We're
right
just
there.
tiny.
You're just tiny. You'll figure it out next time.
That's so dope.
So looking glass
And we have
bullshit.
we're tiny, and we have like a tiny little sword now.
You have a
You're a
tiny,
tiny
little
magic sword. I'm sorry I
5
dragged y'all with
centimeters
me. It would have just been
This
me.
is gonna make the house painting a lot more difficult.
Pa 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 oh mau mau pa pa mau mau pa pa pa.
I'm just gonna shake it out a little bit.
We didn't do our actor exercises.
Oh, crap, let's do it.
the big buttered brown brand red. Fine white wine, vinegar with veal.
I am an acolyte of Deborah. I am an acolyte of Deborah. Hello, hello, hi, hello. Leader of the rebels.
We'll all be just nice and loose.
Oh, wait, no way.
I'm not one of those that like delicately unwraps and saves the paper.
That's us?
Oh my god.
Dude, that's so cool.
Oh my god. For real, I want this costume, and I want to do a whole movie as Barolo, my character. So rad.